didn't start virtual camera. My bad, guys. Yeah, I'm running, greetings and welcome, everyone. Hello. Oh, greetings. I'm actually running 2 streaming softwares at the same time. So I actually have to turn one of them on, and then I have some of the other scenes in another streaming software. So that's what I did. Derp, I forgot to start the live camera in one of the streaming softwares. So I could see it, but you could not see it. Anyways, love the Fit Queen. Greetings and welcome, Suraj. Let me start from the beginning, sweeties. Let's start from the beginning. Lincoln, greetings and welcome. Lincoln, welcome in. Gamebreaker's daughter, hello, Gamebreaker's daughter, welcome. Saturn, hello, Saturn. Greetings and welcome, Saturn. Florida boy, hello, Florida boy. Greetings. And welcome, Florida boy. Greetings and welcome. Who else is here? Dossie. Hello, Dossie. Greetings and welcome, girl. Oh, Dossie, 6 months and a 3-month streak. Thank you so much, Dossie. You really don't. From one streamer to another, you really don't have to sub. But I appreciate you, girl. You know I do, Dossie. You know it. So thank you so much, Dossie. Hold on, let me do this here. Am I not? Yeah, there it goes. So who else is here? Sorry I'm late, guys. I got caught up with something. It happens, you know? C'est la vie. C'est la vie. Gamebreaker's daughter, I hope you feel better soon. You're still sick. Gertie Girly. Greetings and welcome. Gertie Girly. Welcome on in, girl. The water's fine, sweetie. The water's fine. I hope you're well, Gertie Girly. Move to New York? That's a great idea. Oh, Hija, greetings and welcome, Hija. Welcome in, girl. Thank you for joining me, Hija. So she's my first eChat of the night, sweeties. I got Hija. She's coming on, sweeties. She's coming on to chat. So thank you so much for joining me, Hija. New to the Twitch metaverse. Da-na-na-na, 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 da-na-na-na. So that'll be fun. That'll be very fun. What else is going on, treaties? Becca, hello, Becca. Greetings and welcome, Becca. Welcome on in, girl. Welcome on in. Oh, Quiet Berserker. Greetings and welcome, Quiet Berserker. How are you? Welcome on in. Quiet Berserker. Suraj, I already said hi to you. Hello. Greetings and welcome, Suraj. Sith. Hello, Sith. Greetings and welcome, Sith. And PJO Fan. Greetings and welcome. Well, that's a very long name, but something gameplay. Greetings and welcome to you. Gundam. Greetings, Gundam. I hope you're well, Gundam. How you doing today, Gundam? Happy Taco Tuesday. I'm not having tacos today, Gundam. No tacos today, chat. Instead, I am having, Ash Ketchup, greetings and welcome, Ash. Mr. International Man of Mystery. I hope you're well, Ash, wherever you may be. Instead, chat, I'm having Indian food for dinner, actually. I'm having some Indian food. You like the crisscross on the top. Thank you so much, Ash. Gamebreaker's daughter. Aw, Gamebreaker's daughter. Thank you for redeeming Hydrate. I have some lime water here. So I'll just have that for now before I crack my beer. I'll show you guys the international beer for the evening. That's a good point, Gamebreaker's daughter. I really should double hydrate. If I have, you know, water, every sip of beer, I should have a sip of water, and then maybe no hangovers? One can hope, right? I do love international beer. Absolutely. Oh, putting a fence up yet. Ooh, for Daisy May? That'll be wonderful. I know she's got the lead leash or the lead lead. She's probably growing really, really fast, Dossie. Anyways, guys, let me show you. Let's see the pickled Indian food, Queen. You know it's true. You know it's true, Suraj. Before I get pickled, right? Okay, let's start with the pickles, of course, because it is an Anne Streamy signature to start with pickles. It's an everyday thing, Gertie girly, okay? I guess I'm a creature of habit. I really do try to have this every day for dinner at least. I don't have it every meal. Imagine I had sauerkraut for breakfast. No. I have something sweet for breakfast. But I definitely do have some pickled cabbage or some half sour sauerkraut for dinner. It's an Anne Streamy signature, sweeties. So I definitely have that. The kraut a day keeps the doctors away. The kraut keeps the good gut bacteria going. It keeps the waistline cinched. Okay, we need to make up a little ditty about that. How about we do that, chat? Oh, pups and bikes, greetings and welcome, pups. Welcome in, pups. How are you, pups? Swede, greetings and welcome, Swede back. Happy Tuesday. Welcome on in, Swede. I hope you're well, Swede. First time chatter, Oscar. Oh, hello, first time chatter. Oscar, welcome on in. Oscar, hi, greetings. I hope you're well, Oscar. Welcome. Welcome, and Uncle Lala. Greetings and welcome, Uncle Lala, and Coder Chris. Hello, Coder Chris. Greetings and welcome, Coder Chris. I hope you're well. A kraut the day keeps the girls away. Gas. You gotta guess, you have to work your way up to that. Like, I don't have any gas with these things, but I think, you know, if you're just starting out, maybe beans and, you know, broccoli, cauliflower, sauerkraut, cabbage, they may give you a little bit of gas. But, you know, when you're a seasoned vet, sweeties, when you've been having the kraut every day, when it's a staple, an Anne Streamy staple, then we're good. So I'll show you what I have on the menu today. I have some Indian food. I know it's Tuesday. Okay, chat. I don't have any Mexican corn. Oh, shit. I should have made Mexican corn for Tuesday. What was I thinking, man? Okay, maybe next Tuesday? I'm already meal planning for next Tuesday. Maybe next Tuesday, I'll have Mexican corn on Taco Tuesday. That is the goal. That's maybe what I'll do. But I do have some grilled vegetables. This is like a grilled, some type of a squash. This is eggplant and a grilled orange pepper. So roasted on the barbecue. And this is a korma dish. So it's a vegetarian, like a paneer korma. So it's just like a cheese korma with some brown rice on the side, a cup of brown rice. This brown rice is very interesting though, chat. I don't know if you guys have ever had GABA rice. It actually has amino acids in it. It's really, really healthy. It's kind of like a sprouted rice. So it takes about 4 hours to make in the rice cooker. But it's really good for you. It has amino acids in it. It's kind of like having, you know, sprouts, how they're highly nutritious. This is supposed to lower cholesterol as well. This GABA rice can lower cholesterol. So it's pretty cool. A little more meaty. Eggplant? Oh, the rice, you mean? The rice is a little more meaty? No, it's just a little more expensive, Gertie girly. It's about $40 Canadian for a bag of this GABA rice, which is crazy if you ask me, guys. It's absolutely insane, but there you go, man. To try to be healthy in North America is unbelievable sometimes. Like, you know, you can eat a lot cheaper just eating Burger King, a little Whopper combo. But it's not healthy. Probably won't live long eating like that. By the way, request line is open, Shweety Bobies. Oh, I gotta get my music going. It's awfully quiet here. Here we go. Let's get some music. Shout out to Brumal427. I don't know if he's here, but shout out to Brumal for this lovely rap playlist. I'm feeling this. The corn song. You guys love that corn song, eh? Hijab. Oh my, $40 for a bag of rice? Yeah, I don't know what the weight is. It's about, I don't know how many kilos this bag of rice is. Maybe like a 20 kilo, 15 to 20 kilo bag of rice. I don't know. But yeah, I can bring the bag and show you. But it's GABA. My rice cooker is like one of those fancy schmancy Zojirushi made in Japan rice cookers. So it actually has a setting It has a preset setting on my rice cooker to cook this GABA rice. It's like the new thing. So, anyways. She's in the queue! Nice. Okay, I have her in here. I have her. I've added her in, so looking later when you know what to look for. You guys are ridiculous. You love this corn song. It's fucking cute though, isn't it? That's a cute song. What have I done? Lincoln hates the corn song. I personally like it. I think it's cute as hell. We're all jamming out to the corn song? Oh my god. Okay, one more time for good luck. For good luck, and then that's it, okay? We don't want to outplay the corn song. Alright. I clicked join and downloaded Chrome. Not sure what else to do. Oh, Hija. I'll help you right now. So, okay, so if you downloaded Chrome, now, are you signed in? Like, are you logged into your Twitch account on Chrome right now? Make sure that you're in Chrome, logged into your Twitch account.
Yeah.
Oscar! Thank you for gifting a sub to Afro Kush. Aw, Oscar, thank you so much. You are? Then perfect. Then I'll show you, Hija. You know what?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's just a delayed thing. Thank you so much, Oscar, for the gifted. Aw, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. Okay, look. I'll show you Hija. Let's see here. Why is that not working? Hold on. Window capture. Let's see here. Excuse me. Chrome. There. Okay, Hija. Then I'll just close this for now. So, Hija. If you see here, have you got to this part yet where you can kind of see if is there a drop down for your camera? You can just click the little arrow for your camera and select your webcam or your whatever camera you're running. And then there should be a mic option here too. Same thing, you want to click the correct mic option. Aw, Oscar, you got me. I appreciate that, Oscar. Thank you so much. Thank you. Aw. By the way, we can hear your music, Anne. What music? I don't hear anything. It's crickets right now. Hold on, let me help Hija. You can't hear it. Oh, I know. I gotta get the music going again. Hold on. We need one more for good luck. Guys, now I need corn. It's corn season. Schmeedies, it's corn season. Oh, tried with butter. It's smooth like butter. Like butter. Guys, you guys love that? You know what I love? That you guys are as silly as I am. That's what I love about you guys. You guys, we can be silly together. We can be weirdos together, sweeties. And I like that my shirt matches my little slippers, my little slides today. Oh my god, you guys are funny. I think I'm tripping balls. I haven't taken any drugs. Mash, what have you walked in? What have you clicked onto? What have you clicked onto? Play it again! Okay, last time, okay? Last time, this is for all the Marbies, okay? And then, honestly, I need to get some corn before I play this before I play this again, guys. Are you ready? Guys, you guys are dingles, man, honestly. You guys are dingles. It's funny. It's funny. Now I definitely need to make corn. Mexican corn. It's corn. I'm seeing welcome to guest star there. And to inform my people. Ad blocker? It should work, Mash. She's on Chrome. So she's on Chrome. That should be right. Yes, Saturn. She is using Chrome and she's logged into Twitch. A white page that says inform your peeps. Are there any arrows or like a tutorial that you need to click through? You might have to click through like a tutorial thing. I found it, but it's saying it does not detect my mic now. Okay, good, we're making progress. So, doesn't detect your mic. Any suggestions, chat? Why it wouldn't detect the mic? Honestly, Hija, I am not a tech wizard whatsoever. Okay. But, thank God, We have people in chat who are like Saturn Tour tech wizard over here, man. Doesn't detect her mic. So what can we do to fix that, Saturn? Make sure there isn't another app tab using your mic. If you have Discord open, Hija, you want to close Discord. And it says I need to be a follower to request. So I won't be able to request ever. You're not a follower? You are a follower, Gamebreaker's daughter. You're following me? What do you mean? You're following me? I'll go back to main screen. Just chatting for now. Glad I got that out before I was talking to a beautiful lady on camera. Okay. Okay, so just making sure because that's another hurdle. That's another hurdle. Okay, here we go. Greetings and welcome, Hija143. Welcome in, welcome in. And you also need to be able to evolve the date and move it on, depending. Yeah. Like, so let's say you go to dinner.
Yes.
Have it where potentially you might be able to go for drinks afterward, or go for a walk in the park, or, you know, like, take that date.
Always wear shorts under your skirt, so if you need to get out of a window, you're covered.
Well, I'm covered then. I'm covered. I'm wearing shorts under the skirt today, but I have a feeling.
You look like an angel. I'm over here in dark. Like, we're like just pure opposites.
Oh, I love that. That's like a yin yang. That's like a yin yang thing, right? I love that. Yeah. I love the contrast.
Yeah.
So, Hija, Florida Boy kind of introduced us, and he let me know that you, like, you are part of the fitness world community.
Yes.
And
I am an admirer of the fitness community. I'm not a part of it. I have, my sister, Limitless, is a fitness streamer, and my brother-in-law, her husband, is also a fitness streamer. I did one fitness stream and I almost died. So I won't be doing that anytime soon. But yeah, no, I'm an admirer of the fitness community. And once I did it for other people to see and how embarrassing that was, I just really admire them even more now. So,
right. It's got to be difficult because you're working on your own fitness, but also trying to entertain viewers at the same time. That is multitasking to like the max, right? Like, it must be good for your cardio too, because you're trying to catch your breath and talk and chat to people.
For me, it was like extreme embarrassment because I'm not a fitness person. I work out because I want to be in shape, but that doesn't mean that I enjoy it. So I called.
Wow, very nice.
Like the worst case scenario for me. I'm not an athletic person, so watching someone who's extremely unathletic work out is, for everyone who watched it, very entertaining, but for me, mortifying. It's very embarrassing. Like, literally, my ass was eating my shorts the entire time. They were so up. When I rewatched the VOD for like 1 minute, I was like, I can't even watch this. This is so bad. So, but you know, people love public humiliation, so.
Oh my goodness. Hey, I mean, don't kink shame, Hija. That's one thing I've learned on Twitch. Yeah. Don't kink shame. There's kinks and fetishes for everything out there. And also, you know what, Hija? You are the ruler of your own domain. You can choose to unpublish a video if you feel it's really cringe and you're just not feeling it. Right, you can unpublish, but also the Twitch VODs drop off after a couple of weeks anyway. They don't stay on permanently, so.
I think it's a good look.
Never skip leg day hair.
Look for me, but it's also a good look because you see the worst parts, the worst side of me. So enjoy it, and it'll be gone soon. But I don't want to take it down because you know, I'm not athletic. You guys, I've said that. That's my disclaimer. Watch it if you want. I will be embarrassed, and I'm fine with that. I think it's fun. Yeah.
I respect that. I respect that. And it's part of the growth and evolution as a streamer, and people love to see progression.
Yeah.
So own it. Own it. And I appreciate that. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's
Yeah.
horrible. If you want to see it, it's pretty bad, except for just a couple more days. It's really bad. But whatever. It's fine.
So Hija, you appreciate, workout streams and whatnot, but what, I tuned into a couple of your VODs. Giant Death Robot, greetings and welcome, Giant Death, welcome in, welcome in. I tuned into just a couple of I wasn't creeping you too hard or anything, Hija, but I wanted to see, like just what you like to talk about, what your likes and what your interests are, and what are your interests? What do you think you'll be talking about on stream? We got a hype train! Oh! Chat, thank you so much for the hype train! Gundam, or MASH! Thank you so much, MASH, for making that hype train possible. Nice.
That's awesome, you guys. There were some subbies, some biddies, you guys.
Hype train started.
So I love nerd talk. Like anything, I was shamed for being a nerd in high school back in the early 2000s. So,
Hija, hold on for this 20 seconds. About 20 seconds. Gertie Girly! Gertie Girly! Thanks for the 10, girl! Woo!
Do it, girl.
Thank you, Gertie Girly! Gertie Girly! Thank you so much for the 10! Oh, you guys are awesome! Thank you so much. Wow! Oh, I'm blushing. Stop right now. Sorry, Hija. Sorry, I had to get up because...
No. That's awesome. I love that. I sent my little camels out for you. Just rooting you on.
Aw, thank you so much, Hija. I recently, I've been streaming for about 1.5 years, so I'm fairly new. And, part-time. I'm not a full-time streamer. I have a regular 9 to 5. But, so recently, Hija, I've been trying to, just make the stream look a little bit more professional.
Yeah.
Spice it up a bit. Add some, sound alerts, and so this is fairly new to the stream, right? So I'm just having fun with it, So,
I love it.
Oh, thank you.
It looks super good. I loved your I guess it's the starting screen, where it's like that close up of you. It's super hot. I was like, oh my god.
Oh, thank you. That's art, courtesy of one of my mods, Lincoln Lee. He made an AI art photo. So I was like, wow, I really like this. I want to kind of maybe make this my starting soon screen, and that's what I did. So thank you so much, Hija.
Good job, Lincoln.
Yeah. So sorry to cut you off there, but you were a little bit of a nerd in high school, and
it wasn't a good look for me back then. But now I feel like I can freely talk. I used to collect graphic novels. I didn't tell the one friend I told called me a lesbian, and it was fine, but it wasn't super cool back then. So instead of it being like, oh, she's hot, she's a lesbian, it was more like, oh, whispers around school that I was a lesbian because I collected graphic novels. I mean, come on, you guys. But anyway, so I feel like I can be free to be me and read my graphic novels. I talk a lot about Harry Potter, new shows coming out. There's a new Harry Potter show coming out. There's new Lord of the Rings series coming out. So all this stuff that I felt like I had to suppress within me or just talk to certain people about, I can actually come out here, and it's still certain people. It's not everybody that wants to hear about this stuff, but people come in and they want to talk, the new Lord of the Rings series. I'm happy to do that. So
this is the place to do it, for sure.
Yeah. So that's what we're mostly talking about, is just up and coming projects. And I'm making a McGonagall cosplay because I think she's the sexiest lady ever. So I'm going to do a McGonagall cosplay on my stream as soon as I finish sewing this McGonagall hat I've been working on for a very long time. So we're just having fun. We're talking aliens and all of that stuff. So it's been a great experience. Yeah.
Aha! Nice, Hija. Lexi, greetings and welcome, Lexi. Welcome on in. Welcome on in, girl. You know what, Hija? It's interesting. Not this weekend, but next weekend here in Toronto. I'm from Toronto. By the way, you're from, I think you mentioned California, correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So here in Toronto, in a couple weeks, we have Fan Expo coming up. It's a huge anime cosplay, like just a huge convention. Biggest one in Toronto for the year. I'll be working it, and I will be working at a graphic novel stand. That's what basically I'll be. It's Canada's largest online retailer for comics. Mainly, he mainly sells graphic novels, but he sells some comics as well. But so that's actually where I'll be working, Hija, which is interesting.
Yay!
Yeah, and it's, you know what's funny too, Hija? You know, you said back in the day in high school that, you know, there were whispers because you read graphic novels that, you know, like you were lesbian, and you like didn't feel cool about that. But interesting how in 2023, Hija, it's like the cool thing now. Everybody, if you're like 25 or under, everyone's bi, or you like that's just it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's funny how things change. But
it wouldn't have bothered me, except that it was very Mean Girls situation where it's like, well, I don't know if I can't invite her to a pool party. We'd be in our bathing suits. You know, Regina George is like, she's a lesbian. Like that exact scene. I'm like, that was me. I wasn't invited to the pool parties because I was a lesbian for reading comic books. So it's like, okay, fine. I guess I'm not invited to your pool party. It's cool. It's cool.
Aw, I mean, that's okay. Now you can make your own pool parties.
Yeah, I can scope you out in the gym locker room anyway, girl. I don't need to go into your stupid little pool party. I'll just look at you naked in the locker room. So what are you gonna do about that?
That's true. That's true. Good point. Good point. Good point. That's funny. See, she's got to figure it out. Who do you think you're fooling?
I'm watching you anyway, girl.
Oh shit.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's funny, Hija. So,
yeah.
Also, I saw, Lord of the Rings. You like Star Wars and Star Trek.
I know that's a controversy, but that's okay because I'm okay with having unpopular opinions, and that's kind of one of my things. I think that I have found that I'm just going to work into everyday conversation because a lot of my opinions are very unpopular. Like, for example, Lord of the Rings. There's die-hard people know the language that was created by Tolkien. I don't. Okay. And I've read The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
A long time ago. But everybody hates my opinion that I like The Hobbit better. That is such an unpopular opinion. People hate me for it.
I like The Hobbit better. I like The Hobbit. And I read The Hobbit when I was a little girl. Like my dad and my, like, it was a special thing. My dad and I used to read it. Yeah, before bed.
And so, I'm just okay with not having popular opinions. I both like Star Wars and Star Trek. I love original Star Trek. I watched them over and over again. And I like Star Wars as well. And usually at conventions, you're either Star Wars or you're Star Trek. You can't be both. And I'm like, I'm both. I like both of them. They both have their place in this space. And yet most people aren't okay with that. And it's like, that's fine. I like The Hobbit. Sorry, most Lord of the Rings fans hate me for that. And
I'm gonna subscribe to this girl. She's awesome. Let's go Star Wars.
And Lord of the Rings fans hate the new series Rings of Power. I didn't think it was that bad, to be honest. And that's another very unpopular opinion. I'm sorry. Don't hate me, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna look through the chat and see all this hate now. So I'm okay with you not loving my opinion about things, but
agree to disagree, right?
Yeah, I did like Rings of Power. I'm so sorry. When I said that on my stream, I think I got like 3 private messages about how wrong I was. So,
wow. Oh, you didn't. Wow. People feel very strongly, I guess, about this Rings of Power. That was the Netflix series that they were making, correct?
I think it was Prime. I think I watched it on Prime.
Oh, it was a
Rings of
Prime. It was
Power.
Prime series, correct? Yeah.
And people are really mad at me about not hating it.
Oh my goodness. And by the way, Lincoln says, I'm going to subscribe to this girl. She's awesome. Let's go Star Wars. Okay. So I guess good job, Lincoln, for subbing. Good job for subbing to Hija. But I mean, I guess he's on the Star Wars side, Hija. I guess it's confirmed.
Okay.
It's confirmed. Okay. Chat. Type it in chat right now. Star Wars, if you had to choose, I feel like they're different though. They're just apples and oranges, right? But if you had to choose, chat, what would you choose? Star Trek or Star Wars? Personally, I'm a Star Trek girl.
Different, but like, you know, variety is the spice of life. Can't we like both? Can't we just like, you know,
appreciate what they can give? And yeah, exactly. I feel like there's
both are great.
They're both great in their own respect. Yes. I agree. Star Trek all the way. Nice, Suraj. I feel like Star Trek is the unpopular opinion, Hija. Most people are Star Wars.
Well, okay, and it's not just Star Trek, it's Star Trek Next Gen, original Star Trek. What Star Trek, like, gets you there? You know, like, what is it? And so, like, for me, I like both, okay, but I can't speak to Star Trek Next Generation like I can speak to original Star Trek.
Really?
Because I watched Star Trek, the original, with William Shatner, like, over again. I loved their costumes. I loved the
Star
makeup.
Wars,
I
more
the
action.
era.
Star Trek, more intellectual. Yes, I like them both.
Star Trek Next Gen,
especially the
was,
original.
like, my time growing up. So, but I didn't watch it as, like, religiously as in depth as I watched original. So even amongst us Star Trek fans, it's like, well, what Star Trek do you like? It's like, oh God.
It really does say a lot about you. Like, look at, okay, the original compared to, let's say, Deep Space Nine. Like, they're just completely different time periods. Like, everything is different about them, right? I would say I'm Next Gen, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager. Those are my top three. Hija, kudos to you for liking the original with William Shatner. I don't know if I could really get into that one. Just because it's a very, it was a relic in its own time, I will say that. It paved the way. There was nothing like that at the time. And, what's her name? The, African-American actress as well?
Oh, Kit. It's something Kit. Eartha Kitt? Is that what it was?
Was it Eartha Kitt? Yeah, like, I guess her Star Trek name was O'Hara. Lieutenant O'Hara, right? But was it O'Hara? Something like that. Uhura, yes.
Okay.
She was like one of like the original like African-American female actresses out there, like, so she paved the way too. A lot have happened with the next gen, with the original Star Trek. And by the way, William Shatner is still kicking. He was at Fan Expo last year, Hija, signing autographs. This guy is in his 90s out there. He's like 95 years old, signing autographs still. So, bless his heart. Bless his heart. William Shatner is still going.
Nichols, so I was totally off.
Oh, okay.
From the wrong part of my brain.
That's okay. I didn't even know like her real name. I was just thinking the character's name, Uhura, Lieutenant Uhura. But yeah, like that. There was the whole concept of like this, like everything about it. But I found it was a little bit over dramatic, like melodramatic for my liking, like the style of acting. But I can appreciate, you know, how they really did pave the way.
Yeah, and there's a lot to be said about it too. The episodes get very redundant. They're not, you know, so I can see that as well. I see how they're redundant, but it just feels like nostalgia to me. I like that era. I like I said, I like just the feel of the 60s and 70s, you know, really 60s. And so that's what I liked about it, you know, but I also liked the journey and what they were doing. They were trailblazers. I enjoyed that. But I like the new Star Trek movies as well. Like, I can enjoy all the different bits. I just don't know them as well as I know the original Star Trek. Because I'd watch it over and over again. It was like my happy place, you know, so I just loved it. But I like Star Wars too, you know?
I agree
don't
with
ask me
that.
about episode 1, 2, and 3 because I watched them like once and never again. Like with
Like
Anakin and Jar Jar
like the
Binks.
Disney ones. Right.
I just pretended they didn't happen.
Oh my goodness! We have a special visitor! Mr. Vegas. I heard him crying to come in. He was dying to get in.
Good.
Hi, Vegas. Oh my goodness. This is Vegas. He's a Velcro Vishla. And so he likes to he likes a door open policy in the house, you know? It's like when doors are shut, he's like, what? Let me in. Okay, I need to get in here.
You can't shut them out.
Right. And Miss Viva, I have a girl as well, Viva. She's tired. She's like, Vegas is just wired. Viva's tired, Vegas is wired. Okay.
Whoa.
That's
Viva
how it
in
is.
Vegas. That's so cute.
Yeah, Viva in Vegas. I just need Elvis now. I just need Elvis to complete it. You know?
That'd be super cute.
Lame, greetings and welcome, lame game name. Welcome in. Oh, he piped up for the Star Trek discussion. It's his jam. Yeah, I love Star Trek as well. And also scrolling back, I saw Giant Death Robot was saying the type of acting in the 60s for Star Trek, the original, like, that melodramatic, that was just the style of acting, like the method that they used back in the day, right? So.
Yeah, and I like Twilight Zone too, which was kind of like a sci-fi fantasy from that same era, and it was kind of like the same acting. I loved Twilight Zone, like the original black and white, and then, well, it wasn't black and white, I don't think originally. It was just the intro was black and white, but like the original Twilight Zone, I really enjoyed that as well. So I enjoy that era of film. I know it's over the top, you know, but I just love it. I love sci-fi from that era, you know.
That's a great segue, Hija, to, you know, the current news that we're seeing all the time, right? Especially in the States, like with these court proceedings and whatnot, like with this like whole like alien stuff. And you being a sci-fi lover, Hija, like, what do you think? Like, what's going on, chat?
Okay, let's talk about aliens, you guys. Let's get into it. Someone said, is my mic okay? Can you hear me okay? Because they were saying, am I using the nice mic? So is the sound okay over here? I think I chose the right mic, but if you guys can't hear me well, let me know.
Oh, they say you're super quiet. Maybe you are quiet. Okay. Let me turn this music in the background down a little bit too, just so that if she's really quiet.
I don't know how to fix that from here. I know how to fix it on OBS. I don't know how to fix it from here.
Chat, how does she turn her gain up? Any tips and tricks on how to turn her gain up?
Please. I don't want to be super quiet, you guys.
Speaking to my good ear, dearie.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
So alien. So once I get the tip, I think it's the wrong mic, to be honest. So do you think? Okay, let me look.
Okay, so you know, like do you see the little microphone icon with the little arrow?
I chose external mic.
Okay, you know what? He just start clicking all of them and just talking in them, and then we'll test it that way. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I just chose a different mic.
Oh, that's a good one. That's it, baby. That's it.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
there we are.
The aliens, you guys. I'm so excited about this topic. First of all, I have always been terrified of aliens, like absolutely terrified, because of the probings, because the abductions, all of that stuff. I, just for entertainment, don't think that I'm one of those people, but I do love ancient aliens and anything talking aliens. I'm a sucker for. I'll go and watch it. I just love it, you know? You like that too?
No, Lame, thank you so much for the 8 months, Lame. For the 8-month sub. Thank you so much.
Yay!
E.T.
Lame,
is scary.
awesome.
You know what? E.T. I love E.T. I wore that. Okay, this is kind of showing my age, but I wore that VHS tape out. E.T.
Yes.
is like one of the movies I wore out as a child. Yeah.
Yes, I'm terrified to the point of I'm a grown woman, and I had one of the houses I lived in, the master bathroom opened up to my side of the bed, and I didn't have curtains on the window in the bathroom. So I'd leave the door open to the bathroom so that I can run to the bathroom at night if I need to. And I'd be laying in bed, and then I'd look up and I'd look and I'd see the open window. And I'm like, aliens are going to be able to see me from here. Like, they're going to look in my window and they're going to see me. So I had to go buy, curtains. So, because of course aliens can't see through curtains, like they're advanced beings. How could they see through this curtain?
That's a 5-head move right there, Hija. 5-head.
Curtains so the aliens couldn't see me, because I was that terrified, like that paranoid that aliens are gonna want this DNA. They're gonna want my eggs or whatever.
Aliens are fake. We do not live
Just
among
terrified that I would be
mean,
the unlucky
aliens aren't
human to
real.
get, abducted. So I had to put curtains up, and I felt much safer after those curtains went up. But let me tell you,
After the veil was down.
yeah, they can't see through curtains, right?
You know what though? I think a lot of people are a little bit, like the boogeyman. Sometimes as a child, you're scared to hang your feet off of the edge of the bed. You don't know what's under the bed, right? It's that unknown, like what's lurking in the shadows, like, or even more so, there's some people, conspiracy theorists, who cover up, like they tape the webcam, or on the television or something, they'll tape like little. You ever see people like that? Like they don't want the government to tune in and watch them and see them, right? So
yeah, don't watch me poop, government. I don't want you to have that.
Right.
They care. Like, they want to watch me poop. Like, really? The government officials are like, oh, she's pooping again.
Well, I mean, it is a natural thing, Yeej. Everyone does it, but maybe make funny faces.
Whenever I go to the bathroom, I put my phone under a towel. Like, I'm not even lying. I legitimately am fearful of that. When I heard the Roombas, that like there was a leak with the data, because they take pictures. Some of the Roombas take pictures instead of doing like the radar. And so there was this huge data breach with the Roombas where some of the photos it was taking were like people on the toilet. And I was like, that is legitimately my worst
nightmare.
fear. Yeah. And so I was like, that's why I don't have a Roomba. Not because I like can't afford a Roomba, which is true. I was like, that's why I don't have a Roomba. I don't want it taking pictures of me on the shitter. But yes. Yeah. I legitimately have a definite fear of aliens. And then once the government was like, oh, all these hearings about the aliens, right? I'm like, well, is there alien? Like, now I'm starting to doubt, because the government says they're there. And now I'm like, what are you guys trying to get away with? What are you trying to do? Like the hick in me is like, I don't believe it anymore. I don't think so. So
now that they're coming out, you think there's like ulterior motives or something.
Yes.
And that's
1000%.
what a lot of people think.
Yeah. So, I'm like, okay, what are you trying to do here? Are you trying to disappear me now?
Or like distraction tactics.
Who knows? It's not based in logic. It's not based in any. My curtains hanging will not do anything. If an alien wants to get in my home and abduct me, like, they're going to do that. The curtain thing is just like, okay, I'm paranoid. I don't want the alien to watch me from the window. But really, it's like, I don't want to see outside. And like, what if I open my eyes? It's kind of like when you're doing dishes by a sink. Have you ever done that, where you're doing dishes by a sink and there's like a window in front of you and you're like, I'm going to see someone with a knife, like a Scream scenario? It's the same thing, but with aliens. But I'm like not afraid of the guy with the knife outside of my window. I'm more afraid of like the aliens who can freeze you and then just abduct you. That is my fear.
Right.
Aliens are scary.
Well, what leads... Okay, so like, obviously it takes a lot of resources if these aliens are coming from far, far away.
Yeah.
And obviously they're probably a little more advanced than us if they have the technology to come all the way over to our planet. And we don't obviously have that technology, right? So it's like, what I'm thinking, Hija, and this is what got me a little bit scared, to be honest.
Okay.
So I remember back in 2020 when the Pentagon released that they do have a lot of UFO footage and things that they can't really explain, and
Yeah.
they have to keep it for a certain amount of time. And so it had reached that time period, and so they came out. The Pentagon came out, and it was kind of funny that COVID, this massive world pandemic was going on, and they just kind of slipped it in there. I remember, I think it was Trump. He slipped it in there. He's like, yeah, by the way, I think there's some UFOs, and we don't know what they are in the skies,
Yeah.
and I'm like, how
Yeah.
convenient, right? They're just kind of slipping it in there. But what I'm thinking that, and I got a little bit scared about the notion of, wow, because as a kid, Hija, I never really believed in aliens. You would always see these crazy kooks talk about them.
Yeah.
With who had abductions, and nobody believed them, really. I didn't think they seemed
No.
No. And so I never really believed it. It was just like, okay,
Excuse me, did anyone
a
ever say they
mythical
found
fairy
alien
tale
life?
almost.
Yeah.
Right? And so, but then when, the Pentagon and the government came out and did say, yes, we do have, they never really said aliens, but they said, we have UFOs that have come out, and we can't really explain some of the things that we see in our sky and all of this, right? That got me, at that point, Hija, I started to get scared at that point, because I thought, okay, what do these aliens, what do these beings from another planet, what do they want? Okay, do they want our resources? Are they going to come and turn us into slaves?
Okay, so what if they're just a bunch of dipshits from their world, and they're like, I want to go on vacation. I want to look at those, I want to go to Earth. And the husband's like, I don't want to go to Earth. And the wife's like, I want to go to Earth. You're like, what if they're just dipshits from the other planet just coming and touring our planet? Like, that's probably best case scenario, Hopefully that's what it is. Like, just like, they're dummies just coming over here and like wanting to tour and wanting to be like, take photos with humans and all of that. Hopefully maybe we're their zoo, where they can come around the humans, like they have fake human outfits that they put on. So it's kind of like, it's like a Renaissance fair for them. They put on the human outfit, they go out amongst the like dummy humans, and then they just like have fun amongst us. And we're just like this like base level humanoid that they can go and have fun and be like their worst possible selves with us. And we're all cool with it, because it's like, yeah, that's what we are.
They probably want to visit Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
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 And you're right. They could be disguised and walking amongst us, and we wouldn't know. They could be shapeshifters, or this alien life could be like parasitic, like bacteria, latched on like a tick or a leech or something, like just a little parasitic thing on humans. And that could be the alien. Like, we don't know in what form they're. There's so many questions, and it's just like, do they mean harm? Or are they friend or foe? That's the main thing that's the one thing that I really want to get down to. Are they friend or foe? Like, do I need to be scared of you, or like, are you just like a tourist passing through, checking out planet Earth, all of these, like at the zoo, just like on a little, tour.
Yeah.
So,
and there's different, so I heard of, so according to Ancient Aliens, you guys, so take this as serious, and this is like a well-documented thing amongst ancient astronaut theorists, that's their technical name. So it's very well documented amongst them that there are different types of aliens. So there are the lizard aliens who are cave dwellers. So we got all kinds of different aliens coming. Some may be friends, some may be foe. I don't know. But yeah, I hope they're just like the dipshits from their world just coming here and like doing a risky like safari to America or Canada or wherever they want to go within the world. And yeah, that's the hope. But
Right. Skiz, thank
Our
you so much
alien
for the
overload.
bits. And by the way,
Yeah.
Skiz and Modi, greetings and welcome. Welcome in, Modi. Thank you so much. Skiz just dropped 1,000 bits, and he said he
Ooh,
loves
I
ancient
love
aliens.
Ancient aliens. Yay! Yeah, I watch it like literally. I watch it probably most nights before I go to bed. It's my like I need to wind down time, so I want to watch Ancient Aliens. And you know what? I know about so many ancient temples, ancient things now because I watch Ancient Aliens.
I
Like
didn't believe
Gobekli
in
Tepe.
aliens
I
until I
never
saw
would have
Hey
known
Ya
about
Dum Wo
Gobekli
Mama.
Tepe. Except that Ancient Aliens talks about it all the time. So I feel like I'm a semi like knowledgeable layman archaeologist in a sense because of Ancient Aliens, which I absolutely love. I love the guys on there. They're living their best life, and I just love them. I love all of them. So I love that. I love that you love that as well. We're in this together, the Ancient Aliens.
That's right. It is good wind down material too, and I know what you mean. Like I've seen
Mhm.
so many temples and pyramids, and I feel like it's like History Channel meets like science
My favorite
fiction,
guy
right?
with the crazy hair.
Yeah.
I know
Skiz.
you know
Okay.
W.
So the guy with
I
crazy
am
hair
talking about W.
is Tsoukalos. What's his name? Giorgio Tsoukalos. And he's the one who's okay, I know way too much about this. He's the one who started Ancient Aliens. He actually is the producer and he started this. Tsoukalos. It's like Greek. It's like T.S. Tsoukalos, I think. He's like yeah. So Skiz Tech, it's a great show, you guys. You gotta watch Ancient Aliens. If you want to know about aliens and about ancient society, they come up with all these theories, and like ancient astronaut theorists suggest, like, yes, absolutely, it was aliens. Like at the first season is like it could be, and then by season 10, there's no doubt. They're like, yes, it absolutely was aliens. So they're more confident now, I think, in season 20 of Ancient Astronaut Theorists are suggesting absolutely there were aliens who built our ancient societies. So
they are more confident, and the lizard people, they really get
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Where do they live underground? Is that the theory?
That's the theory.
Right,
that is the theory. That they're cave dwellers who come up, and they're the scariest ones because they're like the ones who are, I guess, more primitive. Ancient astronauts. Yes, exactly.
Come on, History Channel, sponsor these girls. Imagine,
Yeah.
Ija, imagine you get sponsored by Ancient Aliens. Oh,
I need
my
to
God.
be. I know every episode of that. I watch it 20 plus times. What's that lady who looks like an alien herself? Like I swear she's cosplaying as a human, and she's on Ancient Aliens. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? Hold on. Let me see cast. Ancient Aliens cast. She's
Zuckerberg. Yes, Zuckerberg. Absolutely, he's a lizard.
Yeah, he is, dude. Like his eyes.
Yeah.
They're not human. Okay, what's her name? Oh. What is her name? Oh, they showed me her immediately because she does look like an alien. Okay, I'm just going to show you. I'm going to hold my phone up so you guys can see her because I know you guys know who she is. She has like, okay.
Oh my goodness.
Name? She looks like an alien, right?
She does.
She's been investigating aliens since the 70s, but she's probably an alien, you guys.
Right.
Just letting you know. Yeah, Ancient Aliens is great.
Can't
Anyone
fool
who's not
us,
watching
okay?
that, you gotta.
Right. It is good entertainment. So, good nighttime material. What do aliens look like? Grady, greetings and welcome, Grady. Welcome in, Grady. We don't know. We don't know. That's the thing. That's the part that like really gets me going is like it's the unknown. It's like who are they? What do they want? Like it's like you know, like you look up at the stars as a kid and you never think that creatures from, another planet could somehow come through here. Like you never know. Yeah.
Yeah, people are suggesting Oprah. So Stream That Shiat is saying maybe Oprah's an alien. I mean, I would believe it, honestly. Him and Bezos.
Yeah.
Maybe all of our ultra rich people are just super smart aliens who can read our
Right?
minds, you know?
Elon Musk as well is a little bit, he could be. Could
Yeah,
be.
for sure. Maybe he's a lizard dude.
Very alien-y. Uh-huh. Yep. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. So, Hija, what else do you really watch? Oh, you watched that Canadian show too. That was
Letterkenny.
Letterkenny. It was aired in Sudbury, Ontario, which is in Northern Ontario, which is so random. You like
love Letterkenny.
Yeah.
Do you watch it?
I've only watched a couple episodes. Full disclosure, I'm not a huge like Letterkenny person, but it's very funny though. The writing is
so
great.
good.
Yeah,
I love Letterkenny. I even look up fan theories about Letterkenny because I like it so much. But I haven't seen the last like season or two. Major Easley, hello. Letterkenny is hilarious. Thank you, Lincoln. I appreciate. You know what? We have something, don't we? We like all the same things. Letterkenny is so good. So it's about this small Canadian town, Letterkenny. And what it is there's all these different groups within the town, but they all have something in common, which is this small town, coming from this small town. So there's the Skids, which are kind of like the goth kids, and then there's like the athletes and like the farming community. And so they're all kind of hilariously coming together as a town, and it's just so good. There's a Mennonite community or an Amish community right there, so they bring that in a lot. But it's just absolutely hilarious. I love that show. People tell me it's very like they have a hard time understanding the cast because they're very Canadian. But I didn't see that. But if you have a problem, just put on the subs for now, or what is it? No, it's not dubbed, it's subbed. Yeah, so put on the subs, watch them. Yeah, it'll be fine. And it's a really absolutely funny, hilarious show.
It is funny. Karam, greetings and welcome, Major. How are you doing, Karam? Welcome in, welcome in. That's funny though, that I can't really hear much of an accent, but that's how I think it goes with accents, right? Like when you're speaking, you can't really tell that you have one. It just, so that's kind of, I guess, how it goes.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Like what? Like people who speak like that, that's Malibu, by the way, you guys, if you didn't know, that's my Malibu accent. And people from Malibu sincerely sound like that. Prove me wrong. Anyone from Malibu right now, tell me I'm wrong.
Are you born and raised in Cali? Or are you from oh, you are?
Yes. Okay. So, this is the story. I was born in Orange County. If anyone is familiar with Arrested Development, which is a great series, comedy series, I was born in Orange County and then moved to Los Angeles, like 18 years old, and lived there most of my life. And then 2 years ago, I moved to Tennessee, and I'm renovating a house and selling it and moving back to California. So I'm currently, for the next 2 months, in Tennessee still. And crazy thing is, the first time I've experienced a tornado was last night. And it was freaking terrorizing me. Everybody else is like, okay, so I live in a downtown area of Tennessee. Like war zone sirens are going off last night at like 1 a.m. Like it sounds like someone's going to drop a nuke on us or something. And I freak out because I'm from California. We don't have tornadoes. We have little earthquakes. So you just like shake for a second and then it's done and you're cool. Like we don't have natural disasters in California. Fires, we have fires, but you have time to gather your things and leave the fire area. Tornadoes just come down, they destroy everything. And so I'm laying in bed, I'm listening to the sirens. I don't have a basement. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'm just going to lay in my bed and wait to die because I literally have nowhere to go. I'm from California. I have no idea what to do in this scenario, So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna lay here and wait to die, I guess. Like that, what do you do? And then at like 2:30 last night in the morning, really this morning, some old guy gets on a megaphone and he's like, "It's clear, it's clear." So I'm like, okay, I guess the threat is over. I can go to bed now. So yeah, that I can't wait to move home. I don't want to have to endure this tornado situation ever again. It was terrifying. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that is pretty crazy. People
Isn't
are
that
saying
crazy?
get in the bathtub, and I heard get under a doorway. Aren't you supposed to stand under like
The
a
doorway is earthquake, I thought.
Oh,
I
you're
think-
right. That is earthquake.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
earthquake. Girl, you're giving me bad advice. I'm gonna go under the doorway. I'm gonna die because
We
you
don't
told
have
me to.
any of that up here, girl. You just we're on the Canadian Shield. We got nothing. We're good. We're good up here. I have no idea. Okay,
Yeah.
so people say bathtub. I mean, if you, I guess, because you are
I
supposed
don't.
to go in the
So
basement.
special. Do you think if I had a basement, you think I'd be laying in my bed? No, I was laying in my bed. I don't have a basement. I have nothing. I was just laying there waiting to die. Like, God, please take me.
That is terrifying. Then, if
It's
like
scary.
you know what
That's
you should be doing, but you can't do it. That's the
I have nothing.
worst.
I have
Yeah.
nothing. I'm new here. I've lived in Tennessee like a year and a half, and I'm putting my house up for sale to move back to California. I've already made that decision, but last night was like, you're almost home and you're gonna die in your bed tonight, is what I felt like was happening. Like you're almost home, but you're just gonna lay there and die. And then at like 2:30, the guy was like, "It's clear." I was like, "Thank God." And I'm not even lying. There was a guy on a megaphone who said it's clear. So anyone who had a basement who was safe was like, okay, let's go back to bed. Yeah. So that was scary.
That's terrifying, Hija. That is terrifying. Well, that's
Yeah.
just one reason why you're probably like, "Yep, get me out of here. Let's
I'm
go."
going back. I'm going home. It's just if I can just survive this tornado season and go home, that'd be great. I have 2 more months, so
So Hija, what about traveling and things like that? I mean, you mentioned from California to Tennessee. Anywhere else in the States or worldwide? Are you into travel and adventure? Would you say you're an adventurous type of person?
no.
What?
No. I'm an introvert. I like to every night, you know what I do to wind down? I write. I'm writing some stupid little story. I'm pretending I'm Tolkien sitting there writing some dumb little story. I don't watch TV at night anymore. I write books. I like to be cozy. I saw this like beanbag sweater where you can lay back at like anywhere you're at, and it's like a beanbag. It turns, and I was like, I need that. I would love to say I'm well traveled, but so my story is I worked as a director of operations in Los Angeles. I worked with a lot of celebrities. I've worked with celebrities before because in my early 20s, I styled for TV shows. Okay. So I met a lot of celebrities through that. I was reckless and I had a wonderful 20s. Oh my Lord. I could tell you stories, but I won't. I'll save you guys that. And then in my late 20s, I started working mid to late 20s, I started working as director of operations for an AV company, which is audio video, where I worked with celebrities. I'd put movie theaters in their houses. I automated their entire house so they could touch a few buttons and things would happen in their house. And so I was so career driven that I didn't take a lot of vacations. I just saved all my money. And thank God I did, because when 2020 hit, I was laid off and I didn't work for like 2 years plus. I'm going on like 3 years not working now. But because I had that savings, instead of traveling and buying nice cars, buying nice things, which I wanted, but I wanted to have a really good savings. And now I have no savings, but I survived 2020 to 2023. Like I had enough savings to live off of for multiple years. So no, I didn't travel. I was saving my money. I was trying to be like, I was trying to have like a good, like little nugget of money. And instead I've just like squandered it over the last few years. So I would love to say that I'm well traveled and all of that, but I was just too career driven for a long time and just saved all my pennies. All my clothes are like 20 years old. I wish I was, like you said, your friend gives you clothes. Like, I need a friend like that. Girl, my clothes are like ragged as hell.
Oh my
like,
god, so this whole outfit, Hija, is
it's so
gifted
cute.
from Lexi on Fire. She gave this whole outfit to
Lexi.
me. Lexi
And
gave
Lexi
me this.
was like,
Yeah. She gave me this tennis
Lexi,
shirt.
can we be friends too?
She gave me this shirt. I've never worn
So
this before.
cute.
It's making its debut. Lexi
You look
on
like
Fire.
a freaking angel sent from heaven.
Oh, thank you so much, Hija. Thank you. You're too sweet.
You're a damn angel. Where's my Lexi?
Oh, we all need a Lexi
Any
in our life.
volunteers? Hey, in the chat, if you are, I'm 5'8", I'm 128 pounds. If you are my size 2 to 4, please send me some clothes.
You actually, you know what? Just pray to the Twitch gods.
Yes.
Do you have a throne wish list yet, or an Amazon wish list yet, Hija?
You know, I'm too lazy for that.
Oh,
I just
I
want a
highly
friend to drop in
recommend.
my lap and be my exact size and just give me all of her hand-me-downs. Please, Lexi. Where
Lexi
are
is
you, girl?
5'7". She is 5'7", so that's why she
Yeah.
gives me all of her clothes that are too
Yeah.
small. And but she's great. We all need a Lexi in our life. She's great, man. She's good. Like, she really helps the stream. She gives me all kinds of things that she just doesn't need anymore.
Lexi, I'm available to also be a friend if you're out there. You're listening.
She might be down. I'm not lying. She might and we're adventurous. We're both very adventurous. So, hey, I mean, girl, we could come visit you in Tennessee.
Come visit me in California. We could go snowboarding. Yes.
So, could definitely be a good time. It could be arranged. And that's why, Hija, I asked.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Oscar! Thank you so much for gifting a sub! Yay, Oscar!
You're awesome.
He's a new friend. He's a new friend. So thank you so much, Oscar. Lexi is great. I might have her come on stream on my weekend stream.
Okay.
And so she'll come and hang out with me and we'll chat. She's really good. So
Lexi, I'm here for you, baby.
Yeah. So she's a good gal, I have to say. But that's why I wondered, Hija, if you were originally from Tennessee or from the South, because I heard like a slight twang. But I guess living there for a year and a half, like
no, I've always done that. I don't know why, but I just love to break into stupid accents. I don't know if anyone else out there is like that, but like I'll do the Malibu act. If I feel really dumb in the moment, I'll be like, what? You know, like I'll just break into that Malibu. What did you say? Oh my God, I don't know. Like I'll just do that. And like same with like the Southern thing. Like I'll just break into that stupid, like it's not stupid, you guys. I'm sorry. I'll break into that accent just out of nowhere. I do that with everything. Does anyone else do that? I don't know. But yeah, I definitely have refined it now that I'm here because I saw like a 20 or 19-year-old woman and she had the deepest voice I've ever heard. And not to stereotype people from Virginia, but I believe that people from Virginia have that deep Southern accent who talk like this. I was like, hey, you know, I was going to a new hairdresser and she was checking me in and she's like, oh my God, I just went somewhere this weekend and I was going, oh my God, it was so great. And I was like, how old are you? And she's like, oh, I'm 19 years old. And I was like, what the hell? You know? So I've refined that accent because I've met people who have it out here. But Gertie, what are you saying? Are you from Virginia? Okay, good. No, you're not. But I've refined that accent because I've heard it out here a little bit. So it's fun. It's a fun addition to my repertoire, but mostly it's just Southern or it's Malibu. Those are the two I can do, you know. Yeah, but I'm not from here at all. I've been here a year and a half and I'm just refining that accent to bring it home. Maybe I'll tell people from California I'm not from California just to mess with them, you know.
Right. So, but then why Tennessee? Why California to Tennessee if you're not adventurous? Was it work that brought you there?
So, okay. My sister and my mom moved to Tennessee like 2000, I want to say 18, something like that. And once I left my job, I felt so I was so career driven. I probably worked 10 to 12-hour days every single day. So when I was laid off during COVID, I was like, what the hell do I do with myself? I was like, so the president of the company said I was going to run the daily operations. I would be the COO of the company eventually. He was grooming me for that position. And things happened, and that was just a false promise. And so
that happens all the time, Hija. I wanted to say that, but I didn't want to. But a lot of the time, they just dangle the carrot in front of your face. Yeah,
1000%. But I was like all in. Well, me and the president of the company, we spent holidays together. He was like a big brother to me. He really, like, I felt like I moved from the mountains to Los Angeles to be near him, to like run his company. Like, I changed my entire life for this man because I believed what he said. He was like a brother. I'm telling you, we would spend like Christmas together, not Christmas Day, but like Christmas Eve, 4th of July. We spent our holidays together as if we were like brother, sister, you know? And so I believed what he said.
Okay.
Didn't end up working out that way. You know, I've learned a lot from him, and I understand, you know, he was full of shit. Like 2 beers. I'm only 2 beers in and 1 vodka soda, but he was full of shit. It's fine. You know, it's fine. But after like losing something where you've worked years and years to gain, you just kind of like, okay, I want us to start anew. So my sister and my mom moved out here. So I kind of followed them out here to try to start a business. And I just realized how Californian I was, like the food, the culture, honestly, for me, it was, I used to run outside every day, and I missed the mountains. I missed the snow. I missed the beach. I missed like the ocean, everything that California has to offer, like just the terrain. It's like paradise on earth. And I didn't realize that until I moved here. And I'm like, oh, okay, like this is cool, but it's not California. So I'm moving home. I'm just going to like chalk it up to like, I tried something new, you know, and that's it. I don't miss the traffic at all. Like, not at all. I'm so spoiled here with the traffic, like Saturn. I'm going to be so aggro when it comes back to, there are things in California that I did not miss. And so I'm going to have to re-assimilate. I went to the DMV in Tennessee. I literally got a new license in like 20 minutes. Okay. In California, you have to stand in line for like 12 hours to get your license renewed or anything like that. Tennessee, it was 20 minutes. I had to pay for plates, like to get new plates. It was $25 to get new tags for my car. And it was 5-minute wait. In California, you have to wait in line literally all day to get anything done. Right. Tennessee, it's like 5 minutes. You're good. So there are things I'm not going to be super stoked on. Right. I wonder how long I can stay a Tennessee resident while living in California, you know, because I'm not looking forward to that DMV renewal thing.
That's crazy though, that you have to wait all day. Like I know Ontario, like in Toronto, like Canada's largest city. Yeah, okay, you're waiting in line at the DMV for hours, but not all day. Hours. Sometimes if you go to one that's really quiet, it's a one-off, you might squeak through in like an hour. But
no.
Small town Ontario though, like in my province, if you leave Toronto and you go a couple hours out into a small town where it's like a rural area where Mennonites and Amish people live in like that area, then you go to the DMV and it's 10 minutes. Like there's like maybe 1 or 2 people in front of you and that's it.
Yeah, so that's what it was like out here. And I see someone saying, enjoy the 405. I will never live in Los Angeles again. I'm not going back to Los Angeles, you guys. I will never touch that I might have to go on the 405 like one time. I'm not about the 405. When my friends would move from like central Los Angeles out into the valley, I'm like, good luck with that. You're dead to me. Goodbye, friend. Like when you move to the right side of town again, I'm not taking the 405 to visit you. Never. So
Take the side
they lost their
roads.
minds. The 405, you're dead to me. If you move on the wrong side of town, you are dead to me. We're not friends anymore.
Oh, Lexi, greetings and welcome, Lexi. Welcome in, welcome in.
Lexi!
Well, Hija is saying that, like, she needs a friend like you, Lex, and I agree.
I'm going to steal you. Girl, what do you want? What do you need?
You guys are about the same size. Lexi's 5'7", Hija, you're 5'8", right? And you're a tall girl. You're a tall girl.
I'm 5'8", yeah. I'm 5'8".
Yeah. So you guys are about the same size, and you know what I mean?
And you give her all these cute clothes. Like, that outfit is fire, dude.
I showed off the fit. It's a
Lexi.
cute little, like, tennis, now I gotta go play tennis. Chat. Now I gotta go, like...
You look so sporty spice right now. I
know,
love it.
I need to go maybe, like, golfing or tennis.
Yeah.
Just
tennis,
give me a reason.
sure.
Just give me a reason,
Girl.
sweeties. So
hot. I love it. I need that. I need that outfit in my life, Lexi. What do you got?
Tall girl.
I need a friend like you.
Did you find ever growing up 5'8" being a tall girl? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Like, what was your experience being a tall girl?
I don't think I'm tall enough to have that tall girl experience. You know, I'm 5'8", but it's like I'm taller than most girls, but I'm not like the kind of tall girl who's like towering over you.
Right.
So I don't feel like I have tall girl woes. I think it just added to the rumors that I was a lesbian in high school, to be honest. It's like, she's kind of tall, she's kind of tomboy, and she reads comics. She's probably a lesbian.
Are tall girls lesbians? Like, what the heck? What is going on?
Well, it's like the basketball girls, you know? Like, if you played that, and I loved basketball, dude. I love playing basketball.
Athletic. Yeah.
So, like, basketball girls back in the day, when I was in high school, it was like, oh, for sure you're lesbian. And I'm like, you don't need to know my personal life just because I read Catwoman comic books and I'm 5'8" and I play basketball. I mean, like, I was like in the early 2000s. Yeah, I guess I was stereotypical. Everything like checked off all the boxes for lesbian, apparently, to other high schoolers' experiences. That's what they thought. So, yeah. I checked off all the boxes.
But you grew up in Cali, and I feel like Cali was probably it's a very liberal state, right?
It was. I do feel that way, but I do feel like in the early 2000s, there was still a stigma, you know, where you're like, you're a lesbian. Like, you know, one time I go to the gym and I wore the glove, like the fingerless gloves, because I kept getting really bad calluses. So when you're lifting weights, you know, I got the gloves and they're like, what, did your wife get that for you? And I was like, shut up, you dicks, you know, like just any little thing to say something, you know, people were all about it. But OC is red, judgmental, materialistic. Yeah, exactly. So it was more so like, it was not horrible to be a lesbian when I was in high school, but it definitely wasn't acceptable in the sense that they were like, I was made fun of for it. And I wasn't a lesbian is the funny part. But because I read comics and all of that, look, I wasn't against it. I honestly was fine with it. It was just like, you know, I was just like straight up like huge virgin, high school virgin, wasn't going to do anything. Like I was such a prude in high school. And so I think that just added to the, oh, she's not sleeping with dudes. She's just a lesbian, you guys. So. Anyway, we don't need to get into that. Cheers, you guys.
Cheers.
But you know, all of my history, my sexual history. Here we go.
I don't mind talking about these things at all. I'm very interested in these things, actually.
Yeah. Cheers.
But just like, honestly, being Canadian, you know, speaking to someone from a very red state or liberal state, like not a conservative type of Oh, blue. Red is conservative.
I was from a blue state.
Oh,
But
you're
I was
a
from
blue-
like a red area in a blue state, so it was still,
I see. I see.
it was still kind of like it was risque to be lesbian.
I see.
I'm never fighting with Lexi. Uh-oh. She keeps bringing up my ex. Yeah.
Yeah. She keeps bringing up my ex. Mash, I know your stories. I brought Mash on to chat with me. I remember one time, Mash. I remember you came on one time, and yeah, sometimes people come on and they feel more comfortable talking. Some people, so
They tell you they were a virgin in high school, that sort of thing.
right, exactly. I just love that. I love getting stuff out of people.
You got my secrets.
Mash, totally. I remember Mash. I'm not gonna divulge, but Mash laid it out on the table. So
yeah,
that it happens sometimes, though. It just happens. Yeah. And I take it as a compliment too, because it means that you feel comfortable enough coming on here, and you don't have those walls up, and you don't have the guards up, right? So like I've said stories before. I remember one time one of my cats died tragically, and I told the story to this one poor guy. He was an e-date or an e-chat Hija, and I totally just trauma dumped it on him, and he probably wasn't expecting it, but I just felt comfortable enough to tell him, and he was like, it was heavy stuff, right? He didn't really know how to take it, but it happened, right? It happened. I trauma dumped. It happened. Mohammed, thanks for the follow, Mohammed. But best e-chat ever, possibly. You know what, Florida boy? I'm hearing this from a lot of people. Hija, you're being very well received.
What is all-time favorite basketball player?
Thank you, you guys. I love that. Thank you so much. I was worried I was going to be too boring. I was like,
Not at all, Hija. You know what? If you don't mind, though, I'm going to bring my dirty dishes downstairs. I always do.
Yes.
Just to get them off the table. And I'm also going to get another beer if it's okay. So I will be back. Hija, please keep the chat company, okay?
Wait, I'm gonna run to pee then. Can we both run real quick? I think I can make it back faster.
Okay,
hold on, you guys. I'm extremely quick.
Okay,
Ready?
I'll test you.
Set?
Okay,
go. We died.
I just came back, honestly. I was like, I looked and you weren't there. And I was like, I made it. And then you literally ran in. Perfect timing. That was good.
Yeah, I really was enjoying that piece, so I took my time.
Oh my goodness.
Welcome back. Someone was asking my favorite basketball player.
Right. Lincoln was asking, I believe.
Yeah. So that is so tough, I mean, okay. I'm from Los Angeles. So I lived in downtown Los Angeles, and I would walk down and watch Lakers games all the time. So
I love the Lakers.
Yeah, you guys, I haven't watched basketball in a long time, probably since 2010, 11 was my heyday of watching. So I knew the whole benches lineup. I knew the Killer Bees. I knew a lot about it, but it's been a long time since I've watched basketball. I got to be honest.
Hija, and I'm a dingle hopper. I just took the cap off of this beer, right?
Yes.
There's a cork in the beer.
Oh, do you need to?
I have to run down one more time to the kitchen and grab a corkscrew.
I'll entertain, I promise.
Thank you so much.
You guys want to see my cute shorts? Want to see my shorts? They're just oops. They're from like a yoga brand, you guys. Let me see. I can't hear from my right ear, so did you guys like the cute little shorts? I also have shorts. I can relate to this. They're super comfy, you know? I love that women's fashion is back to athleisure, and I'm just going to stay in that era forevermore, even if they move away from athleisure. Way cute. Oh, thank you, Becca. You're... Florida boy. I told you, you're like my underwire bra, which I never wear because they're super uncomfortable. But if I did, Becca's super, you're super awesome, Becca. I was just talking about a Becca to Florida boy today, actually. We love Beccas. They're our faves. You also have shorts. Yeah, I don't want to say who my favorite basketball player is. I'm sorry. I couldn't tell you. Did I miss the portion? Hello, did I miss the dinner portion? Yes, you missed the dinner. Let me see.
Oh, who's asking about the dinner? I always start with the mukbang.
T Mike.
Mikey Mike.
Yeah, Mikey Mike.
I always start, you know, like, so you'll, Hija, like, by the way, greetings and welcome. Oh, good, we just shouted her out. Perfect. So Hija's a new streamer on Twitch. Just been streaming the last 6 weeks or so, right, Hija?
Yeah, it's been very short. I'm a Bambi.
You are a Bambi. You are a Bambi. Mm-hmm. So, but eventually you'll start to get into a rhythm and a groove of it. And you'll start to, you know, have like an opening line to say to people, or, you know, a rhythm, a routine. So one of my routines, I usually start off my evening streams. I only do evening streams because I'm not a morning person, sweeties. So it's only evening streams. But I usually always start with eating a meal. Yeah. And I'll show chat. It gives me content, right? It gives me, I'll show chat. I love to eat different types of foods. Like, I'm from Toronto, very multicultural, very ethnic. I eat Asian, Indian, like Eastern European, like you name it, like all kinds of different foods. So I'm a huge foodie. I love to eat different things. And so basically I always start off with a mukbang, or like I'll eat on stream. And some people love it, right? Some people tune in just to see like what I'm eating. And plus, if you're eating alone too, Hija, that's why these mukbangs sort of started in Korea. Is there's a lot of like people eating alone in Korea, and they didn't want to eat alone. They wanted company, so they would tune into somebody eating dinner, and they would eat along with them, right?
Oh, so, that is so funny. Okay, so I lived in Koreatown in Los Angeles. And so there was this bar, and you'd go there and you would so I went with a woman who was Korean. Yeah. So she kind of knew this Korean bar, it was traditional Korean bar. And we sat at a table, and the men would rotate around the bar, and you kind of ate and drank with different men, and they were the ones that would kind of rotate around the bar. And I thought that was so interesting. And she said that that's very normal, I guess, in Korean culture.
That's like speed dating. Was this a speed
kind
dating?
Kind of, yeah. It was very interesting. I was like, okay, I'm here for it. I don't know what's happening, but
oh, no way.
The men would rotate around the tables and talk to us. So yeah,
I know.
Yeah. Apparently, that's just a normal
Lexi,
thing.
I was just about to ask you. She's like, I need to go to that bar. So we have a K-Town here in Toronto. We'll be going there this weekend.
Captain, the engine is overheating. I'm giving all
she
got.
Can't take much more.
Korean barbecue.
She's gonna blow. She's at full power now.
Yeah, we're gonna be going to like a Korean bar, like this on the weekend, and but I can't say that we've ever gone to a Korean bar in K-Town that has that type of routine that happens where the guys kind of just like rotate, and that's great though, because you really get to meet everybody, your neighbor at the bar, and it becomes a very social aspect, which is so fun.
It's really fun.
That's cool. I mean, I lived in China for a year, Hija. I taught English in China. And
that's so fun.
I would say that I was almost a VIP there. There were some people that had never seen, you know, like a Caucasian person before, and Well, people definitely invited me over to their table to have a shot with them. And I didn't know that, like, random strangers would constantly invite me over and want to talk
you're
to
like
me.
the epitome of Caucasian too. You have those gorgeous blue eyes and the blonde hair. You're like so Caucasian, gorgeous,
Thank you. Bright skin and like a high nose bridge. And I remember I was at a bar one night, and this girl, like, it was like a club. She like came over and she asked if she could touch my nose, and she started like feeling my nose bridge. True story. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. No one's ever come over and like asked to like touch my nose. And but yeah,
awesome.
So it wasn't the exact same thing that you're talking about, like in K-Town, where the men would rotate and
it was super cool.
But I think that's a great that would be fun. I would be down. I would be down for it. I would.
How nosy of that lady, Saturn.
How nosy, indeed, Saturn. Indeed.
So cute. I love
that. But yeah, like a lot of Asian people are like, they like the high nose bridges, and so I guess she.
I don't even know what that means. Like, what does that mean? A high nose bridge? What is?
Like like a lot of the time Asian people feel like they have a very flat nose, so she wanted to feel like this part of my nose. Yes.
Okay. So I have
you have a really cute nose.
I have a tiny nose.
That's so cute.
I cosplayed as Dwight Schrute. Like I slicked my hair back and I look just like him. Like I'm a ringer for Dwight Schrute.
The Office. He's one of the best characters in my opinion.
I love Dwight. I was just saying how I watched The Office a couple times through, as I think a lot of people did. And I have to say that watching The Office a couple times through, it made me really hate, unpopular opinion, you guys. Okay. If you love The Office, you're going to hate what I have to say. I'm sorry. Disclaimer. It made me hate Jim and Pam. Watching it through a couple times, I'm like, Jim and Pam are dicks. They are so mean to Dwight. They play pranks on him. They think they're better than everybody else at the office. You're there too. You're not any better than Dwight or anyone else. And I felt bad for Dwight. Like some of my favorite episodes is when Dwight gets revenge against Jim and Pam because they're dicks. They're like these, like, I think I'm better than you. And they just, you know what? I think they're mean and I think they're dicks. And, I'm sorry if that makes Office fans angry, but I watched it several times through and I felt like the first time I didn't pick up on that, but like the second or third time, I'm like, Dwight's a cool guy. And he has a really weird and interesting background where he didn't socialize well. His parents are probably Amish or something.
Yeah, I could see that.
And he was homeschooled, and like his homeschool, he was like telemarketing to people. Like his backstory is so wild. And he's just like joyful in his position. And Jim and Pam think they're so much better than him. And it just annoys me. It made me really dislike them over the years, watching the Office again and again. I'm like, I hate them. I think they're dicks and I don't like them. I like Dwight, and the episode where Dwight, like Jim is terrified to go home because Dwight has like made all of these snowmen, and Jim doesn't want to get blasted in the face with a snowball. Like I felt like, yes, finally in your face, Jim, you son of a bitch. Like so justified. I was so happy. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I think Jim is a dick and I don't like him. I like, in the new seasons, Nate is hilarious. I think about Nate literally all the time. And he's in this show. I don't know if you guys have watched it. And I wanted to like this show really badly, but I didn't end up liking it. But the premise and everything is so beautiful. I wish I liked it, but it's called What We Do in the Shadows. Have you heard of it?
No.
So it's a vampire flick. And everything about it is so amazing. I wish I had liked it, but the acting is a little too over the top for me. But I wanted to. I know, Florida boy. I'm sorry because I know you love the show.
Gertie
tried
Girly
so
loves
hard.
it. Gertie Girly
Yes.
is a fan.
I really wanted to like it, but anyway, Nate from The Office is in it, and I talk about these types of people all the time. Nate, marry me, Hija. Okay.
You're getting marriage proposals, Hija.
Yay! Finally, someone likes me because I have the most unpopular opinions, apparently. Lost Pod, let's do it, okay? Listen.
Can we not share? We can be
I'm a sharer.
polyamorous.
I'm super sharer, so let's
Right.
do it, girl. Okay.
Let's do it. Yeah.
So I will say,
yeah.
This show, What We Do in the Shadows, is about vampires living in like somewhere weird, like Long Island or something like that, okay? And I wanted to love it. And I did like aspects of it, but Nate from The Office plays an energy vampire. And I feel like I encounter energy vampires in real life. Staten Island, sorry. What did I say? Didn't I say Staten Island? No, did I say
Long
Rhode
Island?
I said Long
That's
Island.
pretty
Okay.
well the same area, isn't it?
I'm trying, Florida boy. I'm trying to be accurate. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good.
Okay. So Nate from The Office plays an energy vampire, Phil Collins. No, not Phil Collins, because I love Phil Collins music. What is it? It's not Phil Collins. It's something Collins, okay?
Florida boy, you're getting her off track. Stop it.
I know.
Stop
I thought it was
Florida
Phil
boy.
Collins. It's not
She
Phil
was
Collins.
on a
Phil Collins.
roll. Phil Collins forever. Gertie Girly. Phil Collins forever.
I'm trying to accurately describe this, but I'm so off. It's fine. Hold on. It's not Phil Collins. Whatever his name is, it's something Collins. And he's an energy vampire. And I talk about this a lot because I feel like us normies engage with energy vampires all the time. And what he does is basically he tries to poison you to death with boredom. How many times have you like interacted with someone and you feel like you're literally being poisoned to death because they are so boring and you can't break away from them, right?
Right.
Because they don't give you that chance to get away. Like they're talking so quickly or so, and you're like, and I've literally said to these energy vampires who are sucking my essence, who are boring me to death, it's usually...
Girl, Hija, I like you, man. I fucking like you. You're great. Just go on, though. Go on.
Yeah, but it's usually, honestly, for me, it's like parents who have like one kid or two kids, and they're like, my kid is like a visual learner, and they're in Montessori school or whatever bullshit school they're putting their 5-year-old in. And I was like, I literally don't care about what type of tactile learner, whatever your kid is. Could you be any more boring? It just drives me nuts. I'm like, why do they come to me and tell me like as if I give a shit about their kid and their learning style? Like I don't care, you know? So I get a lot of energy vampires. They suck my essence out. They bore me literally. I feel like I'm being poisoned to death by them. And I find them everywhere. And so I think about Nate from The Office often because I'm like, another energy vampire, and they're getting off like just boring me to death, and they know they're doing it. They know they're boring me to death, and yet they continue to do it. So now I have to get rude where I'm like, I can't take this anymore. I cannot listen to one more second about your stupid kid.
And you excuse yourself and you leave?
I've had to be straight up rude about it because I can't take it anymore. Like, if you want to talk about what educational system your kid is going through, I am not the person. And you know what? I've come to the conclusion that I just need to like interrupt and be very rude right off the bat because I cannot handle this type of conversation ever again. So
you're right.
Yeah.
Give them an inch, they will take a mile. Those are
they
those
wanna
types of
talk-
energy vampire. I have never heard this analogy before, Hija, but I have never fucking connected with a fucking theory so much because this is
you're
so
welcome.
true. They suck
They
poison you. It's like you can't breathe, you can't talk or anything. They're just like
you feel like you're slowly dying from
you're
their boring
catatonic at that
conversation.
point. Yeah. And
you're welcome for that.
right, you can't seem to leave, and you're right. You just have to almost be rude or selfish and just say, okay, sorry, I have to go. I have to get out of here, because
Yeah.
you're right. I don't know. I think what it is, maybe, with their children and their learning styles, they're very proud parents. They have no one else to talk to about this situation, because you would think they would talk to someone else who has children. Maybe
I do. I have a kid.
Oh,
but
you do?
I have a 5-year-old, but it's like, does this face, like, read my body language. Everything I'm giving you right now is tortured. I am tortured. You're talking about your kid, and I'm literally, like, everything in me is like being sucked to death. I don't care. I'm a bad mom, okay? I'm not the mom who gives a shit about the curriculum. I'm a horrible mom, okay? I'm not a good mom, okay? I don't want to hear it. I'm a very good mom to my kid. I just don't give a shit about the learning styles, about any of that. I don't want to talk about kids, okay? I want to talk about, like, let's talk about other fun stuff. Like, we have to talk to our dumb little kids all day long. Like, can't we talk about something fun for once in our lives? But no, you just want to poison me to death with, not only do I have to talk to my kid about the Minecraft and about all the dumb stuff that he's into, now I have to talk to you about your dumb kid.
You want to talk about adult things, right?
I want to talk about real stuff, girl. What are you doing? Where are you going? Like, Henry Cavill, let's talk about him for once. The Witcher, dear Lord, have you seen him with his shirt off? Let's talk about that. I don't want to talk about your dumb kid, okay? Sorry.
Right, right.
Look, it's fine. I'm sorry. It's fine to talk to my kid about Minecraft, but I don't want to talk to your dumbass kid about his Minecraft, okay? I'm already dealing with my own theory.
Right.
I'm already dealing with my scenario. Can we talk about something else, for God's sakes?
Right.
Give this girl a beer.
Give her a beer. Cheers, Hija. Cheers.
So, any of you moms who feel like you're crappy moms because you don't want to hear about it, it's fine. They're just energy vampires trying to just drain your beautiful essence, okay? Live your life, baby.
No, you know what? I think just because you're a parent, it doesn't encompass everything that is all you are. There's more to you than that. And I think that's what you're getting at, right? It's not parenting 24/7. It's not being a parent,
My point is this. Once you become a parent, if you're not a parent right now, listen. You dedicate yourself to your kid, but when you get away from that little demon for 5 minutes, you don't want to talk about someone else's little shithead, okay? Like, you want to live your life, and, like, what are we doing, you guys? Like, what's happening? Like, let's talk about the world. I've escaped my little personal tormentor for 5 minutes. Now I have to talk about yours. Like, give me a break. Like, let's talk about fun. Let's talk about sexy fun men. What are we talking about? Henry Cavill? What? Witcher? What? Did you see? Yes, that's what I want to, you know what? I was not on board with Henry Cavill until I saw him in The Witcher. And then I was like, I'm on board with this man now. Now I'm on board. I saw him without his shirt on and I was like, you know what? I could talk about this man all day long. But not about your kid. Talking about him is like my Gatorade. It refreshes me. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel amazing. Talking about your kid literally does the opposite. It zaps my energy. I feel like a freaking raisin, and I want to die where I sit.
I feel like a raisin. Just fucking shrivels me. It shrivels my life force.
Yes, exactly.
Needy adults create needy kids. Woo, Becca, spitting the facts.
So let's just live our lives, you guys. Let's stop talking about our kids, for God's sakes.
Right. It's all about, brings me back to this, man. Ever since I've been wearing this set of nails with this design, I just keep doing this. Boom.
Yeah.
It's all about the balance, right? You have to find the balance in everything,
Thank you.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and that doesn't make you a bad parent or anything like that just because you don't want to talk kids 24/7. You're an adult, right? You want to talk about adult things half of the time too. So it makes sense. Yeah. All right.
Okay, let's see. Saturn, what do you say? I want to see your explicit. Let's talk about sex, baby. Yeah, exactly.
Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that
may be.
Maybe.
Exactly.
Let's talk about sex. That was such a risque song. Such a risque song.
You know, I had my Sade playlist that I threw that in, you know. Super hot playlist.
Sade was like gorgeous.
Oh my god.
Smooth operator.
She's girl was fire. Songs.
She really was. She really was. Yeah.
So.
I don't know, like I don't have any kids, but I don't feel like the need. I guess I'm kind of at the age where I need to sort of start thinking about it. Hija, do I want to have kids? But I don't know. I never really feel like I just never got the itch to do it. Like, you know, I don't know if it's just.
I didn't either. Mine was an accident, like legit accident. I was 32 years old when I got pregnant. And I called my doctor and I'm like, I'm dying of cancer. Like, legitimately. I was like, I'm dying of cancer. I feel like an unworldly tired I've never felt in my life, and I'm going to die. So can we get some sort of cancer screening? What do we have to do? And my doctor was like, take a pregnancy test. I was like, I am not pregnant. I'm not pregnant. I'm not pregnant, you know? And my doctor's like, just take the pregnancy test. We'll schedule you. Because I Googled, I'm like, why do I feel so tired? And of course, WebMD is like, you're dying of cancer, you know?
Right.
So I'm like, I'm dying of cancer, doctor. Can we get me in and just like schedule my death now? Because I'd love to put it in the schedule. I'm the director of operations of an AV company. And like, I just need to schedule my death now. Okay. And so my doctor wasn't having it. They're like, take a pregnancy test. And I took one and it was positive, and I started weeping, like crying, because I was supposed to be the COO of this company in the next couple of years, and having a kid was like not at all what I was looking for at all. So then I'm like crying, and my spouse is like, why are you crying? And I'm like, because I'm a teen mom. And he's like, you're 32. And I was, but you never feel prepared. I wasn't looking to be a mom, to be honest. I never wanted to get married, and I never wanted to have children. Like, that was not what I wanted for my life at all. So then I got married, and I was like, okay, this is a pretty cool journey, you know? And then I had a kid, and I was like, okay, this is a pretty cool journey. But I was not into either scenario at first. It was kind of, it had to be the right circumstance for me.
But then
it was pushed on me.
Once you did it, then you're like, this is actually pretty cool. Like, when you
legit, I'm a teen mom. Yeah, exactly. Gertie girly. I was 32 years old. I was a grown-ass woman, and I was terrified because I felt like a teen mom, because you always feel like you're 16, 17, you know? So I would say, you know, if it's for you, if it's going to happen, like, I'm really about, like, your destiny is what your destiny is. Like, you just have to run toward it. And, like, I was not planning on being a mom ever. I became a mom. And I'm cool with it. I'm very happy with it. And like, I just feel like if it's gonna happen for you, it's gonna happen, girl. You're gonna do it. You're gonna tackle it, and it's gonna be fine. But if it doesn't happen for you, you don't have to tackle it, and you get to live your life and do what you want, and not have to hear other parents tell you super annoying bullshit all the time. And you'll have a happy life either way. Like, either scenario, you're gonna be good. Like, just embrace what you have coming, I guess, is my thing.
Right.
So if it happens to you, like, awesome. If it doesn't, awesome, you know?
I agree with that. Don't force anything. Just,
Yeah. I wasn't down for it, but now I'm down for it, you know? But I'm not down for all the other parents who want to poison me with their bullshit. I already have my own kid. Why do I need to hear about yours?
Right.
Yeah.
So interesting.
Yeah.
You've lived a pretty crazy life, Hija, even though you really haven't planned anything, right? You started off being a workaholic, and
No,
in
I
Cali.
didn't.
Oh, you didn't.
I started doing so I was a stylist for background actors in Los Angeles. So I was literally working on 90210. I worked on like the different like NCIS shows I worked on. So I basically all the background actors you see like people walking in the background, people drinking in the background, they're all there because they're paid to be there, right?
Right.
And so I would dress them for TV shows and all of that.
Oh, you were wardrobe. By the way, Kurt, thank you
wardrobe.
so much for the gifted, Kurt. I appreciate you.
Kurt.
Thank you, Kurt. So Hija, you were dressing people. You were like the wardrobe
Yes.
department.
I've been hit on by 3 celebrities from my job.
No way.
I don't know if I should say.
Ooh,
all of them were black men, by the way.
Baby. Spill the
No,
tea.
I did get one white guy to hit on me. So I did have one white guy, Anthony Kiedis, hit on me in front of his girlfriend. Super awkward because she stormed off and I was like, didn't go for it though. But yeah, so I've met multiple celebrities in my life. Everybody gets so excited about the celebrities, but honestly, I just I'm not about celebrities to be honest. But yeah, Florida boy, I got hit on by Anthony Kiedis. Did I not tell you who it was? So Anthony Kiedis hit on me in front of his girlfriend.
These are good details.
She stormed off. I was humiliated because okay, this is how it happened. This was not part of my styling thing. My best friend, he was obsessed with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. So we went and he was doing a book signing for Scar Tissue. It was a book that he wrote. And so I promised my best friend I would sleep overnight in line with him and we would go get our books signed. And so we stand in line and then he starts hitting on me in front of his girlfriend in the line of the book signing place. And granted, there were women who were wearing wife beaters, like the white tank tops with no bras, nothing. I was not that. I was the nerdy girl. I was there to support a friend. I did like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but I was not nips out.
That would be me.
Look at me.
That would be me. Free the nips.
Is that
Free
you?
the nipples.
Bring the nips, girl. But that wasn't me. I was just I was just there to support a friend. And he started hitting on me and he's asking for my number in front of his girlfriend. And I was and she storms off and I'm just can you just sign my book?
Wait, back up, Hija. He asked for your number
in front of his girlfriend.
Of her?
Yes.
Wait, first of all, Hija.
Yeah.
Why would you want to date someone?
I wouldn't. I didn't.
Right, but why would he even think that? Come on,
Girl, did you read his biography? I did, and when I read it, and then I'm having him sign it, I'm like, I don't want any part of this. I just want the signature in the book.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't want any part of that. I think he lost his virginity to Cher or something like that. I don't know. I mean, he'd lost his virginity at 12 years old. I didn't want any part of that. I went to support a friend. I did like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Honestly, I liked his guitarist, John. I forget his name now. John Frusciante. And I liked John Frusciante's, his single work. But I liked Red Hot Chili Peppers. And so I went to support a friend. So we were standing in line. When he got to me, he asked me for my number in front of his girlfriend. His girlfriend storms off. And so he's hitting on me in front of my best friend. And I was just can you just sign my book? I just wanted to move my way through. But I know there was a lot of girls hungry for that, celebrity. They wanted to date a celebrity, but because I just didn't want that because I was from a very young age, I was more about the relationship than about just oh, I boned a celebrity. Like I was more about like, I want to find someone, So it like, I didn't need to add it to my bucket list of like, oh, I boned Anthony Kiedis, So I was kind of like very awkward. And he had a girlfriend and she was there and he asked me in front of her. So I just felt like that wasn't like the right thing to do. So I just wasn't about it. But yeah, he definitely hit on me in front of his girlfriend, which was super awkward.
That's awkward, but that's definitely something flattering nonetheless, even though
nice.
Obviously you wouldn't take it, but hey, I mean, wow, what a form of flattery. So that's cool. I mean, you'll always remember that.
Like, well, to be honest, I think he was playing the numbers game.
Oh God.
I don't know how many girls in that line that he asked. I'm sure I was not the only one, to be honest. There were girls who were way hotter than me, nips out, like very see-through shirts. Like, I know I was not the only girl that he asked for that. Maybe I was the final girl where she was like, I'm done with this, damn it. Like, screw you.
Right.
I can't take this anymore. But I don't think I was the only girl in that line that he asked for the number. It was just one of probably 20 or 30. Guys are more of a numbers game kind of creature thing,
Some aren't.
Yeah, not all. I don't want to stereotype you guys. I'm sorry. Don't hate me
some
for that.
guys fish with a net, a very wide net, and some fish with particular tackle. They're going for a particular person.
He was not. No.
He was just casting that wide net.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But that's pretty cool. So Hija, you worked, so originally you were doing wardrobe. So I have an acting background, Hija. So I'm a member of the Canadian Actors Union, ACTRA. And so like I have an acting background of when I was like a childhood actor in my like preteens and teenage acting years.
Yeah.
And but then I just kind of got to a point where, I wanted something to fall back on, and I sort of got out of it that way. But I'm still a member of ACTRA. I pay my annual dues, and if I wanted to get back into it, I could. I'm not an active member where I don't have any agents, sending me on auditions randomly. But coming from Toronto, I guess I very well could go on auditions, and but yeah, so I've been on sets and I love the energy. I've gone to casting calls, and I've gotten jobs and had to go to wardrobe days where, chat, if you don't know, and Hija, you do know, like a lot of the time when they're setting you up for a role, they'll have a wardrobe day. So you're not filming, the casting crew are not on set. You just go to like a studio where Hija, I don't know if you had to do any buying and things like that, but that's so cool where like a lot of these like wardrobe members like will buy like what they buy according to the look that you're supposed to be portraying on set, right? So if you're supposed to look like, let's say, a skater girl, they'll buy all these like, clothing that looks like a skater girl, and then you'll try it on. They'll take Polaroids and send that to like the director and producers.
Depends. Yeah. It depends on what role. So there's like featured actors, and then there's background actors. So the featured actors, we just have like hordes of clothing for whatever the look of the show. Like so I worked on the new revamp of 90210, was one of the gigs. So for that, I didn't work with the featured actors. I worked with the background people. So we just had hordes of clothes, and we kind of just threw on whatever the look was. Like let's say that I remember one scenario where there was a party scene. And so we had like 50 background actors that we had to dress to look like they were teenagers going to a party. Most of the teenagers in 90210 were like 20 through 25 years old, probably even older. And we would just throw back like just whatever clothing was of that era.
He knew it. I know. People. They're all pretending they're in high school, right? And they're 25. I will only release it on your show.
Will be solved soon.
I was working background down 90210, and I talked to a girl who I recognized from a TV show. It was a VH1 show called, what was it called? Oh, dear Lord. I just forgot. It was the Rock of Love. Do you guys know Rock of Love? Rock of Love was a VH1 show where all these girls compete to be with Bret Michaels. Okay.
Bret Michaels. Yeah. Okay.
So I was dressing background people, and one of the girls from Rock of Love, I'm like, you're a background actress for 90210. What the heck? And then I found out all the girls on Rock of Love were being paid background wages to be on that show. So basically they were like publicly like becoming famous, micro famous with Rock of Love, but they were being paid basically like $200 a day for 2 or 3 weeks to be on the show, to become pretty notable in their own spheres, and like walking away with like $2,000 or $3,000. Like that's it, to be that famous, And so I asked her, I'm like, what's under the bandana? Everyone, what's under the bandana? I'm like, how? Because she made out like I knew this particular contestant from Rock of Love. I asked her, I'm like, what's under Bret Michaels' bandana? And she's like, not much, girl, not much. So,
Okay.
So I'm just letting you guys know, exclusive for you.
Okay.
From 2010, I met one of the Rock of Love girls, and she said there wasn't much under that bandana, but
Gertie Girlies' hair plugs. Not even
probably,
that, Gertie Girly.
I don't even think it was that. Yeah, exactly. I don't
Not
even think it was
much.
that. There was not much under there. So you heard it first here. I don't divulge a lot of my secrets, but that's one of them.
I love it. I love it. I love it. This is the best. Ooh, it's exclusive. That's cool.
Exclusive for you. Bret Michaels has not much under that bandana, guys. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah. So I did that in my early 20s. I did styling for TV shows. I did a lot of stuff like, I have a really funny story. Sorry if I'm going on and on.
No, not at all.
I styled for a music video, and they had so at the time of the era, it was like 2010. Okay. So picture yourself 2010, you had that super loose, like tank top with the bandeau. Do you remember that era? The super low pants. And then the tank top that was like super low cut on the sides, but then you'd wear a bandeau, so it was like that era. Styling for a music video, which in Los Angeles is like bottom of the barrel job you can get as a stylist, but they were paying cash. And so I was like, okay, I need a few $100 for the weekend. I'll do this styling gig for this band. I think it was like in Griffith Park or something like that. And they had this, so it was supposed to be like, oh, we're all hanging out at the park and the band is like singing in the park. Okay, fine. So I'm back in wardrobe, like they're filming over here in the park and I'm stationed somewhere else, like in case somebody needs to come back and get a wardrobe change, what have you. And they have this gigantic blow up ball. Have you guys seen those? Like the gigantic blow up balls that you kind of like go in. And so I'm like, I have always wanted to try these gigantic blow up balls. You look like a gerbil. You're like running in this like gigantic ball. So as a wardrobe person, I'm not really supposed to touch all of this stuff, but I'm like, I'm going to jump in that ball. I want to jump in the ball. So I jump into the ball and I'm running around the park in this gigantic blow up ball, And so I'm having the time of my life. And then I realize, how the hell do I get out of this without help? I'm in like styling alone. I don't have any help. I don't have anybody there. And I can't get out of the fucking ball.
Bubble girl.
So the ball has like a hole that you exit, right?
Right.
So every time I would try to exit, it would roll under me. So I'm freaking panicking because I don't love small spaces anyways. And the inside of the ball
hot
I was hot. I was freaking out. I knew I would be fired. It was a horrible situation. So I keep I'm trying to jump, shoot myself through this little hole to get out of the ball. And every time I try to jump through the hole, it rolls underneath me and I'm freaking out. So finally I'm like, okay, I have to show you guys. I have like my hand and my arm on the ball like this, and like the hole is here. So I finally like have an arm and leg like this, and I get my leg through the hole and like am able to shoot myself out of the ball before it rolls underneath me and like save myself from the humiliation of being stuck in that hot ball all day. I finally figured it out.
A hot,
but it was
sweaty ball.
Oh my God. I was stuck in that ball for like literally an hour. I was like full on panic mode.
You know what though? You're kind of right. You bring up a really good point, Hija. It's normally someone will hold the ball from the outside and stabilize it, and then you can easily exit, right? Because the ball is constantly rolling, right?
Yeah,
so, you didn't have that. So it's like, how do you get out? Like you were literally stranded in there.
I had to do some like super bendy stuff that I'm not. I cannot do the splits. I am not a gymnast. I'm not a yogi, but I was able to like shoot myself out of the ball in time. But it took me a long time and I was freaking out. It was really embarrassing. Every time, like I've only heard that song. Let me see. Where's my phone? I've only heard that song like once or twice since I did that music video. And every time I think about it, I'm like, oh my God, that song. I need to, I'll have to, I can't even think of it off the top of my head. I've done so much like bottom barrel stuff in Hollywood, and styling for TV, for music videos is like the bottom barrel you can do, honestly. And I've done multiple music videos. So I can't even like off the top of my head tell you what music video that was.
You've done multiple music videos? Really?
Well, I like styling for them, like styling and stuff. Occasionally they'd be like, okay, can you guys just like be in the background? So I've been in the background of stuff, but not anything notable. Actually, okay. So I did modeling as a young girl, like 16 years old. I modeled for Hot Topic, you guys.
That's a Hot Topic. That's the show with the Funko, the store with the Funko Pops and the T-shirts and the hats and everything, right? Hot Topic?
I was in Hot Topic, like on the banners, on all that stuff. I modeled for them as like a 15-year-old. Yeah, and
thanks
then
for redeeming hydrate, Kurt.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, I'll hydrate too. Can I hydrate?
Oh, yeah. Cheers.
So, yeah, I did that. I did a PacSun, you guys. Oh my God, all of that stuff. So, I did honestly, kind of the front end stuff, and I didn't like it, so I ended up going to the back end.
The energy on set is pretty amazing, especially if you are a regular on set, like. Yeah. If you're like a background and it's like a TV series where you're like in a classroom or something and you're constantly working there.
Yeah.
And you sort of like maintain relationships with, all of the people on set. And it's a pretty fun atmosphere. You got craft services like who just constantly like good food. You're well taken care of. Everyone is usually in a good mood as long as everything is running on time.
Yeah.
If you start to get late and you're running behind, it can become very stressful because the film camera and the cost of production just for one day, we're talking about tens of thousands of dollars just in production, right? So it gets very pricey and expensive. So if things sort of lag behind or run behind, sometimes people can stress out about that, but as long as everything's going, according to schedule, it's a fun time on set. The energy is amazing. I absolutely love it. Yeah. I've
literally never seen anything go on time, but in my experiences, I feel like everything's always a few hours out, but
a few hours is okay. But if you start to like go days back behind, then you're,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's stressful. Yeah. But
for sure. Brantford, greetings and welcome, Brantford. Welcome in, welcome in. And then you segued into AV, you said, right? And that's kind of where you became like CEO, like boss lady mentality. That's where you really got your bag up and were like motivated.
Yeah, I did that for a while. It's so funny because my boss in the AV company was like, "Oh, you're so type A. Like, I can't see you being creative." And I was like, "Okay." Like had to hold it in because like I've never done a job where that was not creative. It was my first non-creative job, and so he thought that my career was um because I was able to hold my own in organizing and to putting stuff together. I had really creative ideas on how to like make things work. And I think he thought that that was like a type A personality, very organized, but it wasn't. It was my creative side, kind of like figuring out the best way to put things together. So when he said that he couldn't see me as a creative person, I was like, okay, that's great, because I've literally never done a job where I had to be not creative. Right. So it was really interesting. I did that for like 8 years, honestly. I felt like I definitely felt like what everybody feels, which a lot of people feel, what is it, like imposter syndrome, because I went from creative background to doing something that was more structured, like running a team and being very on a schedule, structured, telling other people like how to do things. Like literally, the company was in a growth phase, so I had to make up how to go from a small company to a large, like a medium-sized company. So I was figuring out / making up structure for the company in that growth phase. And so it's interesting coming from a creative background to doing something that was like, I'm a very analytical person personally, but like in a structured business sense, it was very interesting to see other, like my boss pegging me as a, oh, you're type A, you're all of this. And I'm like, dude, you don't even know. Like I lied on my resume so hard.
Right? And also, Lincoln, you brought up a good point there. Thank you so much for the bits, Lincoln. You need a creative outlet, and everyone's creative outlet is different, right?
Yeah.
So that very well could have been your creative outlet. Like, who's to say, like that's not. So,
yeah.
So I agree with
I was
that.
Definitely
too.
Imposter in the tech world. I had no idea. I went into it. My resume was very like everything that they said in their ad, I was like put into like, somehow made it seem like I coordinated business stuff. I don't even remember what I wrote in that resume, but it was like 90% bull.
You know what though? Now, at least here, like with a lot of these resumes that you're putting in online, right? Mm-hmm. That you're submitting online, there's keyword searches. So if you don't put those right keywords in,
yes,
you will not, and it's all automated at that point. Searching out for particular keywords. It's not like real people reading your resume, reading it through and saying, yeah, this looks like it's a good candidate. Let's call her in for an interview. No, it's just completely automated. If you don't have those keywords put in your resume, you don't make it past that first round. You don't get called up for an interview.
And to be honest, I feel like I did a good job for them. That's the sucky part, is like all these creative people don't even bother to like try to find work that's more structured. And I feel like I did a really good job for them. I gave them a different perspective. I was very diplomatic. I wasn't type A with his employees. I felt like
people want to pay me for my work, but
did a really good job in melding creativity with structure. And so I wish that there was a little bit less structure in like how they hire people in hiring practice, because I literally like legit lied on my resume or like embellished heavily.
I feel like we all have embellished very heavily. We've maybe extended our length of job, like how long we were at our last position or whatever. Full disclosure, chat, okay? If you read my resume, oh, bless your heart, Speedies, bless it.
What my resume
creative
actually included,
myself.
and I love to tell
I
you
can make up
this,
TV shows
I
and
had
movies
because they
better
ask
than
you
the
like
other guys can.
interests and bull crap like that. Like they don't care about your interests. So I wrote
Right.
that I was the lead female orc in the Lord of the Rings. It's bull. I never was the lead female orc.
She was only supporting, okay?
No one ever questioned it. No one ever looked at it. And
You're
it was
funny.
my like temperature gauge. Like, did they actually read this?
Right.
Like I never, in all the resumes that I put that in, no one had ever questioned it. So I know they didn't read my resume. I know they didn't look at that prompt that says like, what are your personal interests, which they're looking for hiking. I like reading books. And so I was like, oh, I was the lead female orc in Lord of the Rings. Like no one ever questioned that. And I wasn't, but no one ever asked me about it. So I was just like, I'm going to write random crap and let's see what they say.
Right.
No one ever picked up on it ever.
Right.
So there you go.
So Kurt, he makes up TV shows and movies better than any other guy can. Like we all have our, creative outlets and stuff. We all do different things for sure. Absolutely. And greetings and welcome, time okay. Welcome in. I hope you're well. And I know what you mean, Saturn. It can be pretty exhausting for the job search. If you're trying to hold out for the right job, Saturn, which I think, because pretty well you can get a job. Jobs are, at least here in Toronto, guys, jobs are in high demand. You can go work at a restaurant. Like people, they're dying for staff. They need people. But if you're trying to hold out for a good job that pays well, benefits and all of that, it's rough. It is, and especially in tech, Saturn, in the tech industry right now. I was just talking to someone last weekend about that. Anything in the tech industry, because I feel like Elon Musk with Twitter or whatever it's called, this X app or whatever, how they've laid so many people off, that now, and so many tech companies have laid people off, that there's a huge influx of tech people looking for jobs now. And so they've oversaturated the market, Saturn. So yeah, it kind of sucks. I know what you mean though.
Wait,
Restaurant.
what is it? What CMD? What do you recognize? That's where I recognize her from. Was it from Hot Topic? Are you a Hot Topic fan? Oh, that's too funny. Or was it my lead female orc comment? I wasn't a lead female orc, to be clear.
Yeah, Brentford. Where do you recognize Hija from? Out of curiosity. Hija, you know who you remind me of? Someone very Scandinavian.
I get that a lot. And every time I meet someone new, they always want to tell me who I look like. And I got to tell you, I appreciate that, by the way. This is not you. But I always get told like the most unattractive women. And I'm like, what essence am I bringing here? Because I always get compared to very unattractive women. And they're like, oh, you know who you look like? You look just like this person. I'm like, oh, F you too. It's never complimentary. Actually, only as of late, I've had one or two complimentary comparisons, but normally it's very uncomplimentary. So when people are like, you know who you look like? I'm like, just stop, please. I want to like you, but I don't want to hear what unattractive woman I look like.
Right. It happens a lot on streaming. Someone will come in chat and say, hey, I know who you look like. And then you Google it. You pull it up on chat. You bring up the images and you're like, you have to react at that point, right? You're like, oh yeah, I can definitely see it. Oh, but a lot of the time, Hija, oh my God, someone compared me one time to like a news anchor from like America Today or Today, some Good Morning America, or something like that. Like a 50-year-old news anchor woman. Like I was like, we're blonde, maybe? I don't know. Like, yeah. Okay. So you'll get that.
I'll give you the dirt. Like, I've been compared to Gina Davis, which is literally whenever someone says Gina Davis, I'm like, go to hell, you guys. Gina Davis is like 6'2". She's a monster.
She really?
First of all.
I can't. Okay. I can see it, but you're a good-looking version of Gina Davis. I can.
Girl,
in her younger years.
And she's got this gigantic jaw for a woman. Like everything about her, I'm like, you see that? You see, I look like a freaking monster to you. And I get it. Like it's supposed to be complimentary, and she's not a monster. Okay, she's a celebrity. I get it. But when I look at her, I just see this old monster that I'm like. She is like my like what is it, Dorian Gray, like my ugly painting that when people like bring it up, I'm like, oh God, not again, not the painting. Like I put a sheet on that painting. I don't want to be compared to her, but every now and again, someone will say, you look like Gina Davis. And I'm like, go to hell. Go straight to the 7th ring of hell. I hope you die of something painful. But yes, like Gina Davis is the one I get compared to semi-often, like once every 5 years. And it makes me so sad. Wow, this Gina Davis besmirching is out of order. Dude, she's a monster. She's like 6'5". She's got the jawline of Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I just don't want to be compared to her, okay? Like, she's fine. But do I have to look like her?
What does she even look like now? Because it's been
oh my God, it's so bad. Girl,
I don't even...
She has this picture where she has this like rag around her head.
I've been compared to Charlie Sheen, and I'm like, I'll take it.
Lincoln has been compared to Charlie Sheen.
Gorgeous person.
Yeah.
I love you, Becca.
There you go. You do not look like Gina Davis now, but maybe back in the day I could kind of see the resemblance. But I know what you mean with the jawline.
I thought we were friends. You know what? I thought we were friends.
But not anymore. Like, I'm talking like Beetlejuice Gina Davis. And even then, she had like a different jawline than you.
She's ratchet AF. Like, that girl would cut you, okay? You know, she's wearing a Coach purse at the club, and she will cut you. Like, that is not me. Well, maybe a little bit. Maybe, you know what? I am ratchet a little bit. I will cut you. That's fine. You know what? I accept it. OMG.
Yeah,
I just need to buy a Coach purse now, so you guys know what's up.
They don't, but these are Yukiko. Greetings and welcome, Yuki. These guys don't even know. They don't even get that. I get it though. I get what you're saying. Hija.
Ratchet.
They don't get
AF.
Yeah, the Coach purse in the club. So Coach is like the lowest like designer brand name that
you girl
can get.
Has a knife for sure.
Yeah, if you see Coach, if some girl is rocking a Coach bag. Most she couldn't afford Louis Vuitton or like Hermes or you know what I mean, Gucci. Yeah. It's like she's just squeaking by, you know. She just so that's kind of what it is. Yeah.
And look at, you know what? I'm not even squeaking by, you guys. I don't own a Coach purse. I can't afford a Coach purse. But if I could afford a Coach purse, you know, there'd be some sort of flip knife in there, some sort of switchblade.
But Hija, let's talk about the background. So when you said you're in Tennessee, I was like, it's freaking making sense to me now in my little pea brain, Hija, because it looks so southern to me. Like if this was a room in California, I could believe it, but I can believe it so much more in Tennessee with the wood frame, you know, painting and these big molding? Is this what you call
the wainscoting? Wainscoting. So this house that we bought in Tennessee is a 1905 farmhouse. It is not my style. I don't particularly like farmhouse, but because it was a 1905 farmhouse, I'm very into keeping the aesthetic of the time. So like for this house, I bought like the egg knobs, which are like, they're shaped like an egg, but in 1905, 1910, they had a very historic like egg shape to the knobs. So I went and I found the egg-shaped knobs. I got the push button switches. So it's not a switch like where you use like, you know, you flip your switches. No, it's a push button switch. So we did everything very historically accurate for a 1905 farmhouse in Tennessee. So we bought it. It was all 1980s It was the wood paneling everywhere. This whole room, everything wood paneling, drop ceilings. There were super low ceilings. Now, let me see. Let me take this. If you see, it's like
it's so
super
nice.
high ceilings.
I love it.
So we took the drop ceilings out. We put wainscoting around the house. Like, so it's very historically. Don't even see that. I have everything in boxes still because we're just gonna move anyway. So I'm just like, my room is covered in boxes. So we just made it historically accurate with the wainscoting and like all of that. So yeah, it's very Tennessee, but we tried to do it in a very classy way, 1910s kind of feel to it. So we're hoping that someone loves that feel, the farmhouse feel, and so we can move back to California with a lot of money. pay for this feel.
Pay for this feel. Well, I guess, yeah, I guess with all the renos and stuff. But if you're doing the work yourself, it should help a little bit.
Yeah.
But someone will want that. Someone will want that look for sure.
Yeah,
So.
hopefully. I mean, otherwise, we'll just sell it and I'll just be ghetto and live in.
Then
like,
you'll
some
really be
crappy
walking
house.
around the club with a Coach purse.
Oh, girl, I'll be robbing all y'all. You'll leave your purses, like you don't want to dance with your purses, and I'll be just gathering the purses. Like, yes, now I have more money, so I'll rob you. I have a Coach purse. You should watch out for me.
What about the rest of your stream setup, Hija? What kind of mic are you using? It looks like a pretty mic.
It's called Mayono or something. It's like honestly so my setup, I got a Logitech camera. It was $100. This mic is like a Mayano. I keep calling it Moana mic, but it's not. I think it was like $60-$70. So I legitimately put maybe $150 to $200 into my stream. And Twitch just sent me a paycheck for $50. So I'm only 150 negative now. And okay, so you guys, just to promote myself a little bit more, I promised if I hit 100 subs, which is a monumental task for me. I've only been streaming for 5 weeks. So with 100 subs, it'd be roughly $250 that I would collect from Twitch. I would take that money and I would go to cameo.com and I would find Pippin from Lord of the Rings. Okay. So if you subscribe to me, you are contributing to me purchasing a cameo from Pippin from Lord of the Rings, and he's going to roast me in his video and I will be posting it for you on my stream. Lord of the Rings, you guys. Pippin. He costs about $200 for like a 2-minute video. And so from these 100 subs that I'm trying to collect, I'm not trying to collect it to like live my best life. Believe me, I'm not doing that right now. Okay. I'm negative $150 on my setup, which is not much. It's fine. But I'm going to take the 100 subs and I'm going to have Pippin roast me in a video for you guys. And if anyone wants to like request him to say certain very awkward, weird things, like I'll put a poll up and we'll all together ask him to say awkward things to us. And like, I'll post it for you guys once we get to the 100 subs. So it's just a fun incentive. It's Pippin, you guys. Pippin, Lord of the Rings. And anyway, it's just a fun site. If you guys go to cameo.com, there's all kinds of, there's Lord of the Rings actors. There is Game of Thrones actors. There's all kinds of big actors on there that you literally pay like $100 and they send you this funny mess, whatever you want them to say. Like a lot of people use it for like announcing, like asking someone to marry them or announcing their wedding engagement, whatever it is. But I thought better than that would be really funny to use it for trolling people, roasting people. There was a Game of Thrones actor on there. And I was like, I want to send, I'm not going to tell you guys who, but I want to send someone I know.
Gee, Willikers of the G, thanks for the 5, Schveety Bo Beady.
Say, hey dude, sorry to hear about your hemorrhoid surgery. Love you. Hope you recover well. And so they'll want to show people that they got this personal message from a Game of Thrones actor, but they don't want to show people
because people might take them seriously.
Yeah, like, no, legitimately, this person's getting hemorrhoid surgery and I know about it and nobody else knows about it. And so why don't I pay this guy $150 to tell this person, like, hey, dude, I'm sorry I heard about your hemorrhoid surgery. Like, hope you feel better. So they want to show other people, but they don't. So there's that dilemma. Like, I got a personal message from this Game of Thrones actor, but he's also talking about my hemorrhoids. So do I show people? Do I not? You know? So I wanted to give them that dilemma as a present.
It's an awkward situation for sure. Lincoln, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Lincoln, I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Lincoln, what the heck? Oh, I didn't even see that. Oh my gosh. So many gifted subs, you guys. Alien Meatballs, Chris Klein, Yukiko.
Sorry. I know Yuki. He's a good guy. So
Can 3600. That's awesome. That's so cool. Lincoln, look at you. So generous.
He really is.
Yeah.
But so if you can get this Lord of the Rings actor, how long can they talk? Like, how long can you get him to say a message? And you were saying, like, take a poll and roast. Like, how long do you have?
I think you have a minute or 2. So what I'm thinking is I will take the money from the subs, which is roughly $200.
Right.
And I will pay the cameo guy, the Lord of the Rings actor, Billy Boyd, I think is his name. And we will have to vote on what we want him to say. Do we want him to just look at a photo of me and just roast me? Or do we want to give him very specific stuff to say? And like, what do we want to get him to say? So I think I'll do a poll and we'll find out, what do we want Billy Boyd to say to me?
Right.
And then we'll put it up like live and you'll get my live reaction of what he's saying. The money I've used from the 100 subs, we'll all get to enjoy it together live on stream, because I won't watch it until we're all live watching what he says. So I think that'd be a really fun thing. Even if we don't get to that, whatever. I mean, it's not, if we get to it. And,
I know you will get to that. And I think it's going to be really special opening it up, watching it as
Lord
a community.
Of the Rings. Yes. So we're excited about that. Whatever about all that, if you guys want to go to cameo.com, it's super fun to just browse. Like, you get some really interesting actors that you can get a message from for like $40. So if you want to send something to someone, it's just a fun website for me. So I'm like, how do I bring this fun spirit of this website to everyone? So I thought Lord of the Rings, we're all Lord of the Rings fans. I thought, even though I'm a Hobbit fan, sorry guys. I thought it'd be fun to, I know, I love that. Yeah, I thought it'd be fun to do that. So that's kind of what I'm doing with the stream right now. We're doing, if I hit 500 followers, I have to do another workout stream. And it went really poorly last time. So it's
you mentioned you didn't like it. Mikey Mike, thank you so much for joining me. Mikey Mike, have a good night. I know you have things to do tomorrow. I'll give the dogs some pets and some hugs for you. Don't worry, they will be well taken care of. Mikey Mike, thanks for joining me. Oh shit!
Gee willikers of the G. Thanks for the 5, Speedy Bo Beady.
Lincoln, thank you so much.
Lord.
Thank you for another 5, Lincoln. Thank you.
You're just killing it, Lincoln.
Oh
What's
my
going on
gosh.
there?
Thank you so much, Lincoln. And wait. Florida Boy says, Hija, you already hit 202.
Oh my gosh. I was like at 180 something before I came on. So like 20 of your followers.
Yes!
No!
Yeah! Hype! Hija, well deserved.
Oh my god.
Hija, I'm gonna be risque right now and say that you are my favorite guest I've ever had on Guest Star, and I've been doing this for about 8 months now.
Oh
So
my gosh.
you are great, girl. We've been talking for hours, and
I know.
you are funny. You are real. Like you are good. You are good. And so
You're good. Shut up. You're good.
You're better, Hija. You're
good.
gonna be just fine, Speedy. You're gonna be just fine, Speedy Bobidi.
Aw.
Hija #1. Hija #1. Yeah. So I think you're gonna be just fine with Twitch and the followers and subs, and just keep doing what you're doing. Because you have so much to say. You've got great. You really do. You've got great content, funny stories, easy to connect with. You're very real. So it's been good. You've been good for sure. Wayne, greetings and welcome, Wayne Brucey. Welcome on in, Wayne. Welcome in. I hope you're well, Wayne.
And LinkedIn, of course. Like I totally. You know what? She is the best in the biz. I have had so much fun here. And you're super generous. You're so awesome, Lincoln. Such support there. Like, I love that you have that sort of support system. And girl, if I could find a Lexi like you have and a Lincoln like you have, I'd be in a really good position. So any Lexis out there?
Any Lexis. It's true. It's true.
Close, you guys.
I'm very lucky to have met. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm very lucky to have met Lexi. Lexi's a great girl. I haven't even known her that long. I've known Lexi for about a year now. But I can't imagine life without Lexi. Okay.
And you
long
need to
legs,
the
Lexi.
Okay. Record sometime in the future.
Love
Florida
is
boy.
The best match
What's
made
he
in
saying?
streamer heaven.
He said, and we have to have Hija beat the guest star length record. Sometime. So he's tooting his own horn right now, Hija. Go figure, Florida boy. So Florida boy has been my longest guest that I've ever had on stream. We had I don't know if you know the backstory, Hija, but what do you mean no? What do you mean no, Florida boy?
No.
Hija is the best match made in streamer heaven. Okay. So he's not tooting his own horn, but he's saying that she has to beat the guest star length record, which would go to you, Florida boy.
Florida boy, keep your crown, dude. He's such a fanboy. I just love him to death. He's so awesome, and he speaks so highly of you. That's why I came and checked you out because, yeah, oh yeah, he was speaking so highly of you.
Ask him if he's willing to give out his phone password.
Gertie!
Oh, Gertie girly! Gertie girly! Gertie girly!
Oh my gosh!
Woo!
I see you gave a gifted sub to Grotlick, to
Hype train start.
Oh Mindless, DJ Twisted. So many. Wait. That is awesome.
Gertie girly!
D Jackson got one.
Hugh Jackson? Oh my
Hugh
god! He deserves. I want his autograph. Gertie girly!
Gertie Girly, what's up, girl?
Gertie girly's awesome, man. Honestly,
so
Hija,
awesome.
Okay. One tip of advice I'll give to you, because this is the wild, wild west, girl. We're in the wild, wild west of the internet world. I'm new to the whole internet. I'm a normie. Okay. I'm a normie. And so getting into this shit, I didn't know what I was getting into, right? So you can go to the hot tub streamer realm. You can go to the topless paint on your tatas for art
girl.
realm.
Oh my gosh, she's doing very well.
She's doing very, very, absolutely.
She's doing
Bless
very,
her
very
heart.
good.
Bless it now. Bless her heart, you know? You can do cooking streams. You can do music streams. Music streams are huge here, right? Like, obviously, you can do the OG gaming streams, of course. That's what this platform originally was all about. Now, just chatting, of course, takes up majority of the categories. And most people tune into just chatting and different aspects of it. But what I'm getting at is, Hija, you can do whatever you want on this channel. Just stay true. Do what you want to do. Be happy doing what you want to do, because people can tell if you're having a good time or if you're just sitting through it because you feel like you need to do it. And like find a formula that works for you.
Absolutely.
And I can already tell though, Hija, that you are a mature grown ass woman, and you're not the type to sell your soul to the devil. You know, it's like take it or leave it. You're gonna go on there. You're gonna throw out the content that you want to talk about. You know, take it or leave it.
I'm not gaining any. This is how I look at it. I'm not gaining anything from this. I'm not painting my boobs, like as you mentioned. I'm not doing hot tub streams. I'm in just chatting, and it's nerd chatting. So I'm doing it for the fulfillment of myself, my nerd self who wants to talk, who wants to make cosplay outfits. Like this is for me. So I'm not gonna I have nothing against if you want to paint your boobs and go on to Twitch, like do it, girl. That's just not me. I want to be talking Star Trek original, Star Trek Next Gen. I want to be talking. I'm just getting into Babylon 5. My friend Grotlick turned me onto it, and you know what?
My dad is so into Babylon 5, man. I hear it's very good series.
I am like into it now. I feel like it's a home I never knew, you know? So I agree with you. I think that you find what you like, and that's what I'm doing. I'm doing nerd talk. I really miss, there was this channel called G4. No, G3. G3 or G4. What was it? G3. It was nerd content, gaming. It was basically a gaming television show, and it was called Attack of the Show. And I've been chasing that show ever since. There was a super hot girl on there. I don't know if you've ever heard of her, Olivia Munn. And I swear I wanted to be her. I thought she was amazing. I think it's G3 Network. And it was all about gaming. And they took it away from me. They stole my G3 gaming network. Let's see, G3. Was it G3 or G4? Come on, guys.
Wayne, she's a Trekkie, Wayne. I found my soulmate. She's a Trekkie. And she likes The Hobbit better than Lord of the Rings.
I do. That's super unpopular. I have so many unpopular opinions. Right. So anyway, I just wanted to bring home anyone that went and they watched Attack of the Show and they got their like daily dose of gaming, nerd talk. What shows are coming up that's nerdy? Like I miss that show so much. So I felt like I am not them. I'll never be them, but I want to give you guys who love the Attack of the Show, I want to give you a home. So if you want to come home and talk nerd talk and do all that, I'm here for you. I'm here for it. And I hope the guy was cringe. It was G3. Okay, it was G3. Attack of the Show. I loved that show, you guys. I loved it. G4 TV is actually on Twitch. I'll do it. So I just wanted to have a home for you, like a home for anyone who wants to talk The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, Star Trek, graphic novels, upcoming conventions. Like, you know, there's LeakyCon for Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter. Oh, Lord. What else? Anything nerd talk, conventions, Renaissance Fair. I went to this place. If anyone is from California, you must go to Frank and Sons. That was my home. It is a huge warehouse that you get to play tournaments there, whatever card games you're playing. There's B actors from all kinds of movies and TV shows. There's graphic novels. Okay, so this has been a long time. They had DVDs there. They had toys there. And I collected historic toys, historic figures and toys. So any nerd thing you're nerding out on, Frank and Sons, it's a suburb of Los Angeles, has it for you, and they're waiting for you. And it was such a home for me. And I love that feeling, that excitement of a Saturday morning and going to Frank and Sons and finding your toys and your graphic novels and your DVDs and just nerding out on all your favorite things. And I was hoping to make a home for those people who feel displaced. And that's what I want to be. So come and nerd chat with me.
You want to be the Frank and Sons of Twitch.
I do. I do.
I think that's cute.
Yeah.
I absolutely, you will find your people. And you will, really, it's just, Twitch is the community that you cultivate. So
Exactly. Yeah.
So you will find it. It will be good. I see good things. Oh, for sure.
If you build it, they will come, right?
Field of Dreams! Exactly. And so, yeah. Right, and you could even do...
quote. Are we best friends now? Have we just become best friends?
Possibly. Besties. But also, if you end up like, because Rome wasn't built in a day, right? So you will start to like build on things. You'll make a Discord eventually,
this
right?
This sounds like a great pairing
and
of two
I have a
beautiful
Discord.
people and building
I'm the
together.
only one who posts on it.
That's okay.
It's
That's okay.
though.
You built it. People will come now. People will come. And you can do movie nights. A lot of the time, people do movie nights. So you can do like a Harry Potter movie night or whatever.
I love
That's what will bring people in for sure with the movie nights. And then like there's a section when you're playing the movie, you can just type in chat. Like off on the side, there's a chat bar. And so you can, it doesn't really distract from the movie. Like no one's talking over the audio of the movie, but you can kind of chat to communicate. So that's what people do. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. We can do it. I used to do it. Lincoln, I went in your Discord one time. This was way back in the day, but I watched Karate Kid in your Discord. I remember that, Lincoln. That was one of the first times that I watched a movie in like Discord like that. Karate Kid. Yeah, I remember that. And then in someone else's Discord, like a private Discord, we had a cultured channel. That was my first time. And it was a cultured channel, and there's like a lot of weebs that just play like foreign flicks, like Japanese, Korean movies.
Ooh.
And we were all cultured, right? And we would watch, movies like that. So movies in Discord is fun for sure. A lot of people do it.
That is fun.
Yeah.
There's a hype train going. Did you know that?
Is there right now? I thought it was done.
I see. Is it done?
I think it's done.
Oh, my phone must be behind.
Or maybe, I can't tell. I think it finished. I don't know. I can't tell. Kevin was horrible. Yeah, and missed it. Yeah, I saw it. But yeah, we missed it. It's okay.
I missed.
We made level 3, by the way. Thank you so much for the hype train, Shridi Bobides. We made level 3 of the hype train, so I appreciate you guys. Hija, you were amazing. You were a great guest. I have to say, you were probably number 1, the best guest I've ever had. So, honestly, I'm not lying, Shridi's. I'd say it how it is. And that's what I really feel. So, Florida Boy, thank you so much for bringing myself and Hija together. And Hija, can we shout Hija out one last time? Shridi's mods, please shout her out one last time. Just, as a little parting goodbye, just in case there's any viewers in the channel who haven't. Thank you so much, Saturn, who haven't had an opportunity to give her a follow. Go on over and also give her a sub. 200 subs. She's getting Lord of the Rings actor to do a really funny, you guys, if you check out cameo.com. So that's pretty cool. That's so nerdy of you. But you're holding true to the whole nerd thing, Hija. To want to do that with your first like proceeds, like your first earnings. That's what you want to do. So that's funny.
Okay. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you for being so accepting and loving of me. I just feel so accepted. So appreciate you, and I appreciate the community that you've built, Anne. That's awesome.
Oh, thank you, Hija. I try to make a really good, cute little subsection of Twitch. I try to keep it very wholesome and welcoming and positive. So thank you, Hija. I appreciate that. And everybody was great today. We didn't, knock on wood, but we didn't have to ban anyone tonight because everyone was well behaved.
Thank you, Saturn. Thank you, Becca. You're so sweet. Thank you, Florida Boy.
Right.
Lincoln, thank you. You guys are awesome.
Thank you, Hija. I really appreciate it. And you're welcome back anytime. And if you're ever looking for anyone to collab with you on your streams, just let me know. I'm there, Hija. I'm there.
Yes.
And so if you're ever
I
bored
saw you
or
as
anything,
Selena Kyle. You looked super hot. I loved it.
Oh, thank you. That was that was a comic book panel that I had, and I dressed up in cosplay because, okay, so Selena, that's my all-time favorite. If I'm to choose superhero or villain, it would be villain because I feel like they're more interesting, and
that was the graphic novels that I collected as a teen. Was Selena Kyle, Catwoman, Ed Brubaker comic books of Catwoman was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's absolutely my favorite superhero character.
That's awesome.
And so yeah. Oh, thank you for appreciating. I appreciate that. For noticing.
Oh shit! You didn't see me, did you? At Heya.
Oh shit! You didn't see me, did you?
What?
Yes, she must have seen you on the panel too, Lincoln. Lincoln was on the panel that night as well. I had 5 guests on the panel. So, yes, she must have seen you too, Lincoln, for sure.
Yay!
But anyways, Brandon, good night, or hello, Brandon. Greetings and welcome, Brandon. Welcome in, welcome in. Anyways, I don't want to hold you any longer. Take care, Hija. Thank you so much for joining me.
Bye. Thank you so much. Appreciate
Thank you, Hija. It was a lovely night. You are great.
So much fun.
Thank you so much, Hija. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye now.
Okay.
Thanks for joining me.
Bye.
Take care. Bye. Swedish. Guys, that was Hija. And guys, she was great. Oh my god. I apologize. I was late. Oh, hold on. Let me bring my thing here. I was late to the party, Schweeties. I was late to the party. She was awesome. Becca, Saturn, Karam, Gertie Girly flew by, Lincoln. Yeah, it really did. She was great. Sleep time. Okay, Lincoln, thank you so much for joining me. Have a good night, Lincoln. Take care. Wayne. Wayne sees you, Lincoln, okay? Wayne sees you. Flair, you missed so much. You did, Flair. You're gonna have to watch this VOD back. I would dare to say, Flair Kaiser, that this was my #1 eChat of all time. She was great. She was good. Good. She was wonderful. Highly recommend her. She's a talker. But she's like real, and she tells good stories. She doesn't have anything to hold back. She's open book. And Florida Boy. Wow, Florida Boy. The wingman Florida Boy. I gotta give some big claps to you, Florida Boy. That was a good setup. That was an excellent setup, Florida Boy. So, high accolades. Absolutely, Flair. Oscar. I apologize, Oscar. I didn't have time for anyone else tonight because I streamed really late. I came late to the party. So, Oscar, if you don't mind, Oscar, I will bring you on the weekend. Next time I stream, okay? On Saturday. Oscar. But thank you for watching. I didn't want to bring anyone else on. I just wanted myself and Hija to talk. It was our first time meeting, and so I didn't want any distractions, and I was selfish. I wanted her all to myself, okay, sweeties? I wanted her all to myself. I wanted to get to the nitty-gritty, shall we say. Oh, Karam, what an awesome night. Oh, thank you, Karam. And a talker, too. I am a talker, and when you get 2 talkers together, oh, gee willies. When you get 2 talkers together, it was good. It was good for sure. Guys, she brought me right into pumpkin time pretty well. And, didn't even feel like it. Gertie Girly, you're right. Time just flew by. So, it was a good night for sure, Karam. So, I'm so glad this happened, Florida Boy. It couldn't have gone any better. You know what? Florida Boy, I'm gonna be honest with you, Florida Boy. And chat. You never know how these things are gonna go. When you bring 2 girls together, all that estrogen, you never know. It doesn't necessarily even mean 2 girls, 2 people. The meeting of the minds, so to speak. You bring the meetings of the minds on, and sometimes it just doesn't work out. But she was really cool. She was down to earth, didn't mind. I knew I liked her. I liked her right away when, it was the beginning when she was saying how, oh shit, now I can't remember. It was something like, she was like, she said her workout stream was really cringe. And I said, you could take the VOD off, you can unpublish the stream. And she said, no, I'm not going to take it off. That was part of the learning experience. If you want to see it, go check it out, guys. Like, I was like, mad points, mad respect for that, for, you know, like, very well. Someone who is not secure and confident in who they are as a person would have unpublished something like that. But she kept it up. Right away, I was like, I like this girl. She's a winner. She's a keeper. So, Lost Pod, she was cool, Lost. Guys, go drop her a follow if you guys are into anything that she's into. Ancient Aliens, Star Wars, Star Trek, different TV series. You know, if you're into anything, graphic novels, I feel like she's a jack of all trades. She kind of knows a little bit about everything. So if you're into nerd talk, she mentioned before, right, guys? Like, she wants to make a safe space. Her little area of Twitch, she wants it to be a safe space. So Hija, you guys are too sweet. No, you are, Hija. You are. Thank you so much for coming on. It was a pleasure. Honestly, it was a pleasure. But yeah, if you guys are into any nerd talk, anything of that sort that she kind of mentioned, she's going to make that a safe space. That's kind of what she wants to do on Twitch. So go on over, go drop her a follow, go watch her streams, go sub. She's on, oh Wayne, she's on your time zone. Well, almost your time zone. She's on Pacific time. So she's 3 hours behind, and I think Wayne, you're 2 hours behind from me. So, or maybe Wayne, are you 3 hours behind? I don't know. 2.5 hours behind. What is it? What time is it in Utah? What's the time difference? I don't even know. But just great. Greetings and welcome. What's her Twitch name again? Oh, her Twitch name is Hija. Heja. 143. She's cool. I like her. She's a winner chicken dinner. There you go. I shouted her out. So, go give her a follow. Go sub. Her first 200 subs, she's going to do something very nerdy. She has found a celebrity, an actor that she's really into. He's from Lord of the Rings. He's going to make a custom video for her. And she will play it for the first time on stream and watch it with you guys. So, that's what she's going to do with her first 200 subs. Which is pretty cool. Very nerdy. Very nerdy, but I respect that. She's holding true. She's holding true. So, she's in Tennessee, right? So Central Time, 1 hour behind. No, not her, lame. You're right, she is 1 hour behind. But no, Wayne Brucey is in Utah. Lame. Utah, how many hours behind is that? Utah. I don't know. Wayne, how many hours behind are you? Tennessee or Pacific? No, I was talking about you. I said, wait. Oh, you're right. No, you're right. I thought she was in California. Actually, you're right, guys. Okay, so, but Wayne, still. How many hours behind her? Just 2. Oh, and so if she's from Tennessee, she's 1 hour behind me, and you're 2 hours behind me, so you are 1 hour difference. Oh, good point. Close enough, sweeties. Close enough. She went UFO hunting. Hi, Ann. Where did your guest go? Lost. She was on all night. Lost. She must have gone UFO hunting. Well, to be honest, a Lost Pod, I'm about to go pumpkin hunting in about 4 minutes, Schweedy. I do work in the morning, so pumpkin time for me. I turn into a pumpkin at midnight. That's kind of a Cinderella story. But I do turn into a pumpkin at midnight, and that's kind of when I wrap things up and wind down for the night, Schweedies. So, honestly, Hija was here to the bitter end. She took it like a champ. to the very end. I really ended it with her because I do have to wrap things up and go to bed in a couple minutes. So, and then I just wanted to take a few minutes to reflect with you guys and go over it. And Joer, where are the kids? The kids are sleeping, Joer. It's almost midnight here. So you missed them, Joer. They're sleeping, but you'll see them maybe on Saturday, Joer. And did you say the image used in your started soon was AI generated? Brent, it is AI generated. Yes, yes, it is. But you leave the glass slipper. Right, Wayne. I always have to come back. Wayne, I always have to come back for something, right? If the, if the shoe fits. If the shoe fits, Schweeties. I'm wearing shorts, by the way, under here, just so you know, Schweetie. And that's not entirely true. It's AI generated. Yes, it is. Isn't it? My next stream is. I made it. Yes, but it is AI generated, Lincoln. It's not a real photo. It's AI art. Isn't it? It's AI art? Partly. Partly. What do you mean partly? The glass slippers, Swedish. The glass slippers, Swedish. The next stream. The rubber croc, either one. This isn't a croc, though, Wayne. This is like walking on a cloud, Schweetie. Look at this. Look at this. This is like walking on a cloud, but same thing, Wayne. Same thing. Whatever works. But I do have a pair of Crocs. I love Crocs. Comfort. In my home, okay? I want comfort. The next stream, Schweeties, is going to be Saturday, August 19th. At 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I apologize, Oscar, for not being able to get to you tonight. I'll get back to you. I'll bring you on Saturday, Oscar. As long as I don't have latency, I should be able to join an eChat live as a guest sometime in a month or two. All right, Brandon. No problem, Brandon. Whenever you're ready, you let me know, okay? Let's hope your internet connection... Let's hope you have low latency. Next stream, Saturday, August 19th. Alright, Sweetie, that's the next stream at 6 p.m. Becca, you're quick with it, Becca. Thank you so much, Becca. Cloud Step. The next dubstep. Dubstep in the clouds. Just great. Dubstep in the cloud. Oh!
I'm a pumpkin short and stout. Lift me up and pull me out.
Schwedish. It's pumpkin time, Schwedish. It's pumpkin time. Flair, you're punctual with it, baby. Thank you so much, Flair. It's pumpkin time. I just turned to a pumpkin. Cinderella, Cinderella. I turned into a pumpkin, Schwedish. A girl needs her beauty sleep. I do have to work in the morning. You know, I wish I was a full-time Twitch streamer, but I'm not at that level yet, Schwedies. I still work a regular, good old 9 to 5. I always love seeing it. Flair. I always love doing it. It's fun. It's an Ann Streamy signature, so thank you so much, Flair. Brent, good night, Brent. Thank you so much for joining me. That makes me want to hold my breath. Yes, yes. Who should I raid, guys? Who do we got? Anyone? Any recommendations? Any recommendations? Maybe we can do like... I'm riding off good energy from Heja's chat. I still have a lot of energy, to be honest. I'm not tired. But I know I have to wind down as it's midnight for me. So I want to keep the momentum going, though. More Snow White being Queen of the North and all. Queen of Hearts. Well, waiting for my birthday stream, I was Queen of Hearts. Queen of the North, Queen of Hearts. Snow White. I'll maybe have to dye my hair black. But I definitely, my skin, I'm white as snow. Jon Snow. White as snow. You know, same thing. No more art then. What do you mean no more art? I want the art for sure. Give me the art. Give me the art. Lincoln, give it to me. Give me all the art. No, you're an excellent artist, Lincoln. You really are. No, but someone asked, I think they were asking Lincoln if that was a real picture. And it wasn't. It was AI art. That was not a real picture. It's not AI. What do you mean it's not AI? That picture was not AI? I don't know what it was. To be honest, I didn't make it. If anyone has any questions about my starting soon screen, please reach out to Lincoln Lee and he will let you know what. He's a good guy. I like Modi. So we'll just raid Modi. Just because, honestly, nobody... Okay, so... Anyways. Stiggy. Hello, Stiggy. First time here. Friend of Brumal's. Loves the vibes. Stiggy. And thank you for the follow. I saw you followed me like yesterday. Thanks so much for the follow, Stiggy. Any friend of Brumal 427 is a friend of mine, Stiggy. He's got the founder's badge in the channel. He is an OG, salt of the earth guy. Honestly, I vouch for Brumal and whatever he does. Brumal is wonderful. So Brumal's a great guy. So welcome in, Stiggy. Welcome in, Stiggy. Anyways, Modi Bobodi, Fanana Fana Fofodi. Da 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 da. Modi, Flair, good night, Flair. Thank you for joining me. A special shout out to Hija, 143, my special guest today. It was great. I had a great time. And also a special shout out to Florida Boy, Ken Scrap, for setting that up. Thank you so much. Good night, guys. I'll be back on Saturday. I'll see you Saturday, 6 p.m., okay? Be there or be square, Swedish. Be there or be square. Good night, Just Great. Good night, Saturn. Good night, Florida Boy. Good night, Brent. Good night, Lincoln. Good night, Becca. Good night, Gertie Girly. Good night, Stiggy. Good night, Flair. Good night, Wayne. Good night, Karam. Good night, Brandon.